Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? This is the Crows of Judgment special review stream. And for those of you who are unaware, I want to talk to you about all of the cancellations that we've covered, some stories that we didn't cover. Let's see here. We're going to be talking about Jisu, who I think is absolutely psychotic. And I am being hyperbolic because psychotic would imply some things that I don't think are necessarily true. What I will say is she is soulless and unfeeling, and I think that if she had the choice between straight up murdering 10 people and gaining like an ounce of clout off of it, I think she'd mow all you motherfuckers down. So, yeah, Jisu's going to be a subject tonight. Who else? CallMeCarson. I really want to talk about CallMeCarson. Follow up on that. What else? Who else? Oh my gosh. How about a situation we've never talked about before? Captain fucking Zach. Holy shit. Captain Zach. I could not believe that we didn't actually cover that on this channel. Have you guys heard about this shit? It is insane. It is absolutely insane. But yes, we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Gabby Hanna a little bit. There's always an attempted cancellation of Gabby Hanna for years running. But of course, I really want to talk about this bullshit with Jesse Smiles, because I know I pissed off a lot of people, and I want to continue to keep pissing them off. And it should be a lot of fun tonight. It should be a lot of fun tonight. But we got some other stuff I want to cover too. Let's see. There is something. This is for the comic book fans. And for those of you who are not aware, I was actually on Yellow Flash's stream on Saturday, and it went on for like 7 hours. Holy shit! But it was great. It was great. What is this? We don't cancel Crow? Yeah, you can't cancel me. Well, I'm probably not uncancelable, but we'll see what happens. I wouldn't give a shit. Thoughts on Prismate Luke? Basic bitch made bitch. There you go. Prismate Luke is a basic bitch made bitch. Cancel Crow for not closing his doors. Baby. Jasmine. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I gotta close the door. Give me a sec. That's on me. That was on me. All right. Oh wow, we already have a super chat. Babe, wake up! It's time to watch Crow's stream. Bloosh, thank you for the super chat, buddy. All right. We will be having Toy Bounty Hunters on to talk about the Captain Zach stuff, because he followed that subject, and it's literally fucking insane. Aura's going to try to make it on. I forgot to send a link to Sen. That would be my bad. I was working today. It was a long day. I always forget these things. Where are you, Sen? There you are. There you go, buddy. Okay, Sen has an invite now if he wants to come on. Let's see. What else am I? Let me fix one thing really quick. I just got to change the background on here. JPEG. And oh, there he is. There's Sen. I'm going to bring him in here in just a second. As soon as I find where I saved that image to. I am just being awful tonight. Where did I? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, hold on. It was saved to my desktop. Okay, there it is. This is all the stuff that we do in the background that you guys don't ever get to see. What the hell? Someone just sent me something. Give me just a quick moment, guys. Give me a quick couple seconds. Okay, that should fix it. Yeah, I was like wondering, why is this not showing? All right. Now I can add Sen to the stream. All right, Sen, you're on. Okay, so Zombie Fox. Is it sad that this was the only thing I was looking forward to today? Probably my only Zombie Fox. Dude, it is not sad. It is awesome that you look forward to watching us, and I do appreciate it. Yeah, it went on for 7 hours. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. The best part was at the end where fucking Cecil kept prolonging the stream for mending, put on a blue wig, and started playing the national anthem while Anna shouted at him to shut the fuck up and let Yellow Flash read his super chat so we can go to bed. That was great. That was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. Okay, so I want to talk about this. This is not related to the subject for the stream tonight. It's just a little opening thing. And I want your guys' opinion on this because for those of you who don't know, I love comic books. And, recently it's been harder and harder for me to get excited about new releases. I think the only series that I'm really following anymore from Marvel is just the Spider-Man run because it looks like they're undoing one of the biggest mistakes in Spider-Man. And I really am hopeful that it plays out well. But honestly, I've dropped so many series. I've dropped so much shit that I used to watch, that I used to read all the time. I completely fell out of Batman. I remember when the New 52 run started for Batman, and I didn't like the whole New 52 idea of just resetting everything. But Court of Owls was fucking amazing. I really did like that initial run. But then, jumping into modern shit, you had that whole run with Tom King, who made Batman a fucking simp for Catwoman, and I'm just like, what am I fucking reading anymore? Like, dude, I mean, dude, it's just not Batman, right? I don't know, I don't know, piss me off, but that's we're not talking about Batman tonight. No, we're talking about DC Starfire has a plus-size goth queer teen daughter, and I'm so in love with this concept. Now, the thing is, I'm trying to figure out who this is made for, right? Because I thought it was made for kids or something, but apparently there's a lot of swearing and bad words in it. So that couldn't be made for the young audience. I thought, okay, maybe they're trying to appeal to fans of Starfire, but that doesn't seem to be the fucking case at all. And then I realized that it's a young adult novel written for middle-aged women who have not bared any children. Which seems to be the case, right? That seems to be the only audience that seems to be excited for this right now. Seems to be middle-aged women who are barren. No, normal people. No one likes this self-insertion. Yeah, no, that's the best part. The woman who wrote this looks exactly like the fucking character in the comic book. It's great. It's fucking great. Oh man. Aura, how you doing, buddy?
Fantastic. I'm doing errands at the same time, so that's why I'm all over the place. So.
All right. Well, you've heard of I Am Not Starfire, right?
Of course, I've heard of I'm Not Starfire.
Are you excited for the release of I Am Not Starfire?
No. In fact, there's another book called I'm Not Interested. Dude, no, I'm not excited. Dude, I haven't read comics. I thought I told you that actually. I haven't read comics in fucking forever. Everything's just regurgitated.
You're not excited?
No, dude.
But look, I'm sorry. Do you not understand? This is a plus size goth queer a daughter for Starfire. Something. Yes.
Is that one word or is that two words?
No.
Queer?
She's goth and queer and plus size. That's the most important part.
I thought you meant she's queer for goths only. I didn't know there was a thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm not judging her based on her sexuality. I'm judging her by the fact that she's obese as all shit.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, no, different judges going on here. I'm a bigger guy. Don't get me wrong. I am a bigger guy, but like I've never wanted to. I've never wanted to read a comic book about a fat superhero, right? I don't know any comic book fans that want a big plus size dude on the cover of their comic book. I mean, I might be wrong here, but the last fat superhero I can remember was Gold Balls. Who had the amazing power of summoning gold balls, which sounds like a joke, but it was an actual comic book character called Gold Balls. Aura, it's very innovative.
I guess. I don't know, dude. I was like, why do you have a problem with a fat superhero? Do you think they're going to stop like fighting to get a hot dog break or something? Like, what's the problem with the fat superhero?
I mean, okay, you know, Jasmine, honestly, if you were reading the comic book, if you read comics, I would take this comment seriously. Look, the thing about comic books, like it's a fantasy, right? You want to like escape, right? And the thing is, I get encouraged when I see, you know, those dudes. I know I'm not going to have a fucking body like Superman or anything like that, right? But I don't want to read a comic book about, you know, a plus size superhero, right? First off, because it's hilarious. Second, you know, a lot of the physical activity, it wouldn't make sense for them to be so big, right? But you read one comic book. You read two comic books, all right? And we have the poster for the character in that comic book. all right. So the thing is, I look, comic books are dying right now. Okay, they've been dying for the longest time. And one thing, you know, when you look at manga, right? Because manga is just on fire. There are volumes that get sold out all the time. I remember when I was at Anime Matsuri, John had me look for copies of Chainsaw Man, right? Because they're out of print and he can't buy them online. He has to basically wait for them to come out with more issues. Do you know like what happens to those comic books? They just sit on the fucking shelves. They don't get sold, and they're burning down, you know, brick and mortar stores. Most comic book shops now sell manga, right? Because manga is giving people what they actually want. And the amazing thing about manga is, look, there's always going to be those like big, large series, right? Naruto, right? Boruto, continuing that shit on. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. One Piece has been a long, consistent story for 24 fucking years. 24 fucking years. That's insane. Right? Can you imagine a fucking comic book with a solid story that runs for 24 years? No, it's not going to happen. But the thing is, when manga has like a breakout anime, people will go back and they'll want to read the manga. So I want to see like the original interpretation of the author. I was such a big fan of Dragon Ball. I went back and I read through like the original Dragon Ball manga, the original, like before like when Goku's a kid and everything. And it's great. In fact, if you've never read the Dragon Ball Z part of the manga, you have to. You really have to, because obviously they can show a lot more things in the manga that they can't show you in the anime. Right? So there's always a reason why, if you're like a really big fan of a series, why you want to go and read the manga. Like when an anime comes out, when the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen came out, I started reading the manga. I picked it up immediately because I needed to see what was happening next. And you know, there's only one season out of the anime. But stuff like that, manga gets a lot of its audience from the anime. But look at comic books, right? You'll have a major movie come out, right? And nobody is interested in picking up the fucking comic book for the character. When Captain America comes out, right? You know, Steve Rogers' Captain America comes out. You know, I'm going to read Captain America in the comic books. No, sorry, they killed him off. Sam Wilson's Captain America now. I want to read Iron Man because I'm such a big fan of Tony Stark. And then you go to the comic books. Oh, sorry, they killed him off. They replaced him with a black teen.
He's dead.
And I was like, okay. Well, Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Oh, no, he's dead now. And we replaced him with Miles Morales in one universe and Dr. fucking Octopus in the other one. That hurt. That fucking hurt. But the thing is, when a movie comes out, right? Like the MCU was like this major cultural event, right? It really was, all the way up until Endgame. And there's been no push from people that are big fans of these movies to go in and pick up the fucking comic books. And the thing is, they don't appeal to the readers. They don't appeal to the fans of the movies either, right? Like, I mean, it's just X-Men, right? If you want to pick up a copy of fucking X-Men, it's a load of shit in there that will make no sense to anybody. But the reason why I bring up manga and everything is when you talk about manga, there's always a new manga series out, right? Shonen Jump is constantly bringing up new series. Some work, some don't, but they're never afraid of producing things for their customers, right? They're never afraid of introducing new IPs, right? Because it's just more money for them. But with comic books, I mean, we're still bringing up fucking Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. These characters never get old. They never age. They never, we never see something else.
It's not necessarily just that. It's that they take the same character, like, what is it? There's how many black Superman-like characters, like Icon from Milestone is there, but they won't even do anything with it. They'll just make Superman turn him black. They'll make Superman turn him Asian. This is Asian Superman. It's all the same character, but they constantly just redo it. British Batman. Fucking
Squire. That was fucking nuts. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I was like, what the fuck is Knight and Squire? Like, Batman Incorporated was a wacky series, but Knight and Squire is the one thing I'll never forgive. But the thing is, you're right. There are very, very, very popular black superheroes, but we don't get a focus on them, right? DC has access to all the Milestone characters, doesn't do shit with them, right? Static Shock, right? People love Static Shock. We can't get Static, though. We literally can't get Static.
They did. They redid it, and they fucked it up, in my opinion. I didn't even bother picking it up.
They canceled it, and then they brought it back, and they made it all Black Lives Matter. And I was like, okay, I think I'm just done at this point. And it wasn't, and the thing was, it was the way that they told the story that made it just so fucking offensive, to the point where I was like, come on. There's no intelligence in what you're trying to say. Like, look, you want to talk about social issues in comic books. I'm not against that, but you've got to put your fucking story and your fucking characters first.
The original Static Shock did have social shit to it, and I'm saying it was way more relatable. Like, what is it? He was under peer pressure. You know what I mean? Especially like in the black community, and like being a young person generally. Like, being a nerd is a bad thing. You're not supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be cool in America. And that was one of the things. Virgil was a black teen, and they're like, oh, you're a nerd, and they wanted him to join a gang and shit. Remember they gave him a gun, and they wanted him to. Like that's what I'm saying. And then they try to do this gang war thing, and they use tear gas and shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, now it's a Black Lives Matter rally, and I'm like, I don't know why you devalued the original story, because it was so relatable, and it spoke volumes on relatability to not just black teens but all teens. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, anyone who's been in high school understands what dealing with peer pressure is like, but they made it about Black Lives Matter instead, and I was like, well, that's not. I mean, you missed what the essence of that character was entirely, right? Like, obviously, it's a black superhero. Black Lives Matter is going to come up, but they changed his entire fucking origin. Like, they changed the entire thing that made that character so special, because they wanted to instead send a political message. That's what I mean. You can talk about social issues, but you have to put your fucking character, their story first. And if you can't do that, don't bring that character back. Right? Don't desecrate the good memories of that character. Right? And we talk about the animation, right? Anime brings people back into the manga series and everything. Same thing happened with Static Shock for me. You remember the Static Shock cartoon? I love that shit. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And then you go back and you read the Milestone run of it, and it's like, it's fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm. They were way ahead of their time. He was way ahead of his time.
Oh yeah,
those books were way ahead of their time.
But now it's like the most base level fucking shit you can find. And the thing is, the only reason why they brought, like, you know, because DC was never going to bring fucking Static back because they didn't want to pay I guess they didn't want to pay the original creator's wife the money that she's owed for the character. They only brought him back because Black Lives Matter. They want to do the political messaging. And I'm like, no, and you fucked it up. You really fucked it up. I don't know anyone who's actually interested in the next run of Static Shock because of that. Because of that shit, a lot of people just were not interested in reading the series. Like shit like that, you have to be able to bring your audience back in. Okay, present some new ideas. When we get new ideas presented from Marvel and DC lately, we get shit like this, or we get what was it, Children of the Atom? I think the new X-Men, which is basically like they took the original X-Men cast, right? You had Cyclops and everything, yeah, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast. They basically put brand new characters to take over those roles, and of course, you know. One dude is like super fucking bloated. They made Cyclops a woman. They like it felt less like a natural story and more like it was just, you know, we had to check this box and this box and this box and this box, and now we have everything covered. I'm like, what? What? Like, it just seems so fucking unnatural. Like, stop. I mean, I kind of wish Marvel and DC could just do like original fucking shit, right? Present some characters that aren't just rehashes of shit that you've already fucking done. One of the biggest things that like pissed me the fuck off was X-23, right? X-23 was actually introduced in X-Men Evolution, right? Wolverine's female clone. She hates Wolverine when she's introduced. In the comics, she hates Wolverine. One of her first outings is literally trying to kill him by bleeding him out and like putting dirt into his wound so he can't heal and he'll bleed to death, right? She's very smart, but the thing is, she's a trained killer, right? She's not like beast mode fucking Wolverine taking like nice. She's very quick. She's very agile. And she just fucking goes for the kill every time. Yeah. But you read her character, right? You read her motivations. She's not Wolverine. She never wanted to be Wolverine. But then they're like, oh, well, we need female Wolverine now. So let's kill off Wolverine. And X-23 is now Wolverine. And I'm like, do you not understand the characters that you're working with at all? Like, you don't fucking get it, do you? It's like, just at this point, introduce like actual new fucking characters. Stop doing shit where you give me Black Superman or Asian Superman or fucking Vietnamese Superman or whatever the fuck Superman's gonna come up next, right? You know, Superman is a beloved character and everything, right? Black Superman isn't. Okay, Black Superman is not a beloved character because it's literally just what is it? The young Rippa guy, he fucking calls it like tokenizing characters. He's not wrong about it. They do it all the fucking time. And it's gotten to the point where it's just so fucking absurd. These universes make no fucking sense. I mean, on who's it? I think Yellow Flash showed me on a stream. I think Memology posted one of the recent Iron Man comics. Iron Man's laying in bed with a fucking body cast, and fucking Hellcat is like sitting there criticizing him on his white privilege. And I'm like, holy shit. The dude's literally saved the fucking universe 100 times over. Like, he's sitting in a fucking body cast. And you're talking to him about his white privilege. And I'm like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That's literally what I want to see. The white dude who saves the world like 100 times sitting there in a fucking body cast and being criticized for his white privilege. Who does that speak to? Like, literally, who does that fucking speak to? I try to wrap my head around it. I just fucking can't. But Mary Sue actually had some they supposedly had some fucking more screenshots from this shit, right? I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I'm not that interested in it. I'm just not that interested in it. I guess it's fun to make fun of. It really is. And there was another series, Gotham High, right? And Gotham High was fucking just a disaster. It was a fucking disaster. But at least Gotham High had some art that could draw people in. I don't know who this is appealing to, right? Look, it's better than anything I can draw. Don't get me wrong, okay? Art is in the eye of the beholder, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, absolutely. But this has like there's nothing dynamic about there. There's nothing like when you see this, you're sitting there going like, I have to read this. I have to fucking see this shit. This just looks like garbage. So we have the official trailer, which is just, oh boy, oh my goodness.
There's a trailer?
Yeah, there's a literal trailer.
Oh,
this is coming out in like 2 weeks. But I gotta play it for you, dude.
Okay.
Mandy, all my life I've been the kid of a superhero, but really I'm like the opposite.
I'm trying to figure out, right? Yeah, comments are turned off, of course, but they left the like to dislike ratio on. That was nice of them. That was nice of them. I'm looking at this, right? And I'm like, this doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look like a comic book, I guess, is the way I want to say it, right?
Yeah.
But more to the point, I'm going like, look, Starfire is, first off, she's a fucking alien, different biology altogether. And, you know, they're fucking warriors and shit, right? She comes from a race of warriors. But for this comic book, she's got an overweight goth queer daughter. I mean, look, this is a human being. It looks like she bred with the fucking penguin. It's very off-putting, and it doesn't. It's again. It is a self-insert of the author of the book, right?
Well, that's the thing. Isn't the goth motif basically Raven? So I don't even know why they picked Starfire, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well. Look, it is a self-insert of the author. And what I start to realize is these books, they really are not made for you. They're not made for me. They're not made for a young adult audience. It's a fucking vanity project. And I hate these. I absolutely hate these. Well, comic books are fucking dying. Well, you have actual talented artists, actual talented writers that they will not fucking work with because they don't have the right fucking politics. We get fucking vanity projects shoved in our fucking faces nonstop. It's to the point of fucking absurdity, right? And you know, they're like these comic book pros that run on social media bitching about how they don't have any fucking money. I'm sitting there going like, no shit, dumbass. Nobody wants to read your fucking books. If they're not going to read your fucking books, you're not going to get any fucking money. And you pay like you chased out your audience. You told them all that they're terrible people. You told them all they're like supremacists or something like that, right? And you mock and belittle them when you get criticized. You don't take anything that gets said to you as anything other than just, oh, the white people, the white supremacist Nazi bigots, like the gay black teen in Chicago criticized me. You see that shit? Fucking Christ. There's a YouTuber, and I'm blanking on his name right now. I'm fucking blanking on his name, which sucks because I was just watching one of his videos. But you know, he's literally I think he's bisexual. He's black, lives in Chicago, and he got called a white supremacist by a comic book pro because he was criticizing his work. And I'm like, dude, do you not fucking get it yet? This is the reason why your books don't fucking sell. This is the reason why nobody wants to fucking talk to you people. You're weird. You're fucking losers. You don't appeal to anybody. And you don't produce books anyone wants to fucking read. The only reason why people are talking about I Am Not Starfire is because they're mocking the ever-loving shit out of it. The only reason why people are going to buy this fucking book is to rip it apart.
Remember when Tom King tried to cancel somebody because they were associated with Comicsgate? Not even really associated. They just did a cover.
Wait, Tom King, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tom King, the little bitch that wrote the Batman crying over Catwoman.
Batman, yeah.
I love you, Catwoman. You complete my soul. I'm like, oh my fucking God. How do you miss the character so much? But you've seen this like shit. It's not just in the fucking comics. You know, I used to love the DC animated movies, right? The DC animated movies used to be the greatest fucking things ever. Right? They really did. They were fucking amazing. Batman Under the Red Hood.
Niche. Yeah, that was their niche.
Yeah, Batman Under the Red Hood. I loved it. Green Lantern First Flight is like one of the best DC animated movies, right?
Yep.
But then I was watching them like just they're going back now and they're redoing like comic book stories, like big major comic book stories. And one of the biggest ones was Hush, right? Well, at the end of Hush, okay. At the end of Hush in the comics, right? Catwoman is helping Batman along the entire way, right? And at the very end of the comic book, it seems like Batman and Catwoman are going to wind up together. But Catwoman says something, and immediately it just sets something off in Batman, right? Like she says a phrase, and instantly, like his guard is up, right? And she sees it in him. And he's like, I can't go with you. Like, he doesn't trust her. Okay? That's the fault of Batman. He literally cannot trust anyone. He struggles to trust even the people like Nightwing, right? Because with Catwoman especially, she'll put a fucking knife in his back, and she's done it so many fucking times. He knows he can't trust her. She is a criminal. And she's not going to change her ways. He's not going to change his ways. It's a romance that's fated to end in misery. Instead, Tom King's like, let me put how I treat women, and that's how Batman will be now. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. It was so bad. I'm like, look, dude, if Catwoman betrays you on that fucking level, Batman's not going to sit there crying in his fucking cave over Catwoman. He's not. I'm like, it was so stupid. But that's how Tom King treats the fucking character, because that's how Tom King treats women. He cries over them, he simps for them, and he's a little fucking bitch. And they can step all over him, and he'll fucking appreciate it.
I like being stepped on. I like eating dirt.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Please continue.
Probably from Tom King. Just a kid that ran. Snowflake versus Safe Space Civil War. Oh my fucking God. I don't, there's not enough time in the fucking day to talk about Snowflake and Safe Space.
Speaking of, not to divulge the conversation, but like when should we get into the thing before we get accused of clickbait?
I just want to keep playing the trailer really quick.
Dope.
We'll finish, it's like 1 minute long.
We're not clickbaiting, I swear to God.
Yeah. I just did send that. He'll be back in a little bit. He had to take care of something. We will get into the main topic. I'm so sorry, guys. I really just, I have to talk about this shit. It infuriates the ever-loving hell out of me. It really fucking does.
Of my mom, Starfire. She can fly and shoot star bolts. I can't do any of that.
Yeah, so the thing is, I kind of noticed she closes the fucking locker and it kind of like breaks and everything. I'm like, okay, so she's clearly got superpowers. Why is she so fucking big? She comes from she's half alien from a race of like fucking super people with enhanced fucking genetics and you know, they train every fucking day and night. Like, it's just so stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. And oh man,
she's art half is American, where obesity is a problem.
I guess that's fucking hell, man. Hold on.
Now Blackfire, my evil aunt, shows up and tells me it's time to meet my fate. So now I have to battle her for the throne of Tamarin.
And that's her super armor suit. If this person came to save you, Aura,
yeah,
does this look like a superhero or an overweight cosplayer?
Hold on, I'm not looking at the thing. Let me.
Good on you, buddy.
Oh, dude, she's fucking. Isn't she chonky Blackfire? Isn't that her armor? Isn't Blackfire armor? She's chonky Blackfire. I don't know, dude. I would feel like that's a cosplayer, not a fucking superhero.
Right? You know what? I'll credit to the author if they make a joke about that, right? I'll credit to the author if they can actually have some fucking self-awareness in this shit. If they have some self-awareness, I will rescind my criticism of the fat cosplayer. God damn.
Rescind.
Wherever that is.
Fat cosplayer.
Yeah, I'm fair. I can be fair.
And since
okay. Look at this panel here, right? Look at all the things that are fucking wrong with it. Okay? I'm going like, look, comics are fucking dying. This is like a special, graphic novel release and everything. And I'm just going, look at it, right? How much money do you think they're going to charge us? Like $20 fucking or something? Like, but look at the fucking art. Her hands have no fucking fingers. She's got no fucking, like, there's no
face.
There's no, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
But I can't see what that is. It looks like a mustache. Like,
dude, it's, but
it's the mouth. It's
but
the mouth.
Look at Blackfire's chin here. I'm like, come on. What is fucking wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It's just, I'm trying to, like, it doesn't appeal to anyone. It doesn't appeal to anyone. And you know what? Honestly, if you're trying to, I don't know, if this is like, because she's gay in the comic, right? And everything. Like, if you're trying to give us like a brand new female teen lead, right? And she's gay and you want that to be a positive thing, don't make her an utter fucking laughing stock. Right off the fucking gate. Right out the fucking gate, you turn her into a fucking laughing stock. Holy shit.
It's great.
Oh, dude.
Make her funny.
My mother, what happens next is going to...
Like, I'm trying to figure this out, right? Like, what is this girl even capable of? Because she doesn't train. She doesn't have any powers whatsoever. She's literally a whiny, bitchy teenager who hates her mother.
Do you remember in the fucking the Joker Returns, the Batman Beyond movie? Remember that?
Yeah.
And Terry McGinnis kind of won by making the Joker laugh, and then, laughing at him, really.
Yeah.
And he's like, shut up! He told the Joker into submission. Like, maybe that's what, she's going to do. The same thing. Show up.
God, what's that fucking dance from the Goonies? The truffle shuffle. She'll pull off the truffle shuffle. Blackfire will laugh so hard she'll drop her weapon.
yeah, for real. And it'll fire right off into her chest, and she just, she kisses herself. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
She's dead.
I'm just.
We totally messed up.
So there's your trailer, like 29 seconds long. Look. It says it's for young adults, but apparently there's some swear words that are in it, so you can't advertise it to young adults or something stupid like that. I don't know. I swore a lot as a teenager, but I know that that's something where you're not supposed to do that for teens and shit. But like fucking truffle shuffle. Yes, the truffle shuffle. She'll pull off the truffle shuffle, and Blackfire will never see it coming.
I mean, I wouldn't see it coming either, to be honest. To be like, what the fuck, really? She really does that? Like, that'd be something.
I'd fucking die. I saw some panels because Yellow Flash uploaded a video on it, and there are some panels from the comic book. And literally, she's all bitching. Like, she's having this little bitch fight with her mother, right? Over college applications and everything. And I'm like, oh my God. And the funniest part is Starfire offers her some fucking egg rolls, and little Piggy goes, "Yeah, I want the egg rolls." I'm like, holy shit! Like that's what pacifies her is food. Stop! Stop making everything into a fucking joke. Holy shit! Look. Obviously, I'd probably be much more offended if this shit was like literally in the actual canon for DC, even though canon for DC is kind of shit right now. But this would obviously make it so much worse. But even then, I'm like, if comics are fucking dying, why would you give these people money? Why would you promote this fucking book, spend all this fucking money for something that people are not going to fucking read? It's absurd. It's fucking absurd at this point. You're basically blowing fucking cash to promote someone's vanity project that doesn't have anyone interested in reading it. I can't imagine that there's like this large portion of Starfire fans that are just dying to read this shit, right? Fucking bread with the fucking penguin. Holy shit. Beer time early. Thank you very much, not Starfire. All right. So the main subject of tonight. since I've kept you all in anticipation for 40 fucking minutes.
Damn, it's been 40 minutes already. What the fuck?
Yeah, it has. It has.
Oh,
You know
wow.
me. You know me. I like making people wait.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you guys a lot about the stuff that we've reviewed in the past, right? Because there's just been a lot of shit this year, and it's only July, right? We're only halfway through July, and I'm like, look at the amount of fucking cases that have come up over social media, guys getting canceled for sexual assault allegations and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, the reason why I really want to talk about this is because Jisu is off on fucking Twitter, still popping off with her bullshit. And like, I want to be as clear as I can about what's going on here. Oh, what is this? Ice Poseidon scammed the world. I will read that later, buddy. Who the person sent that to me, I will read it later. Because it's from anonymity, and I don't know if he's going to do that for one of his videos, so I don't want to spoil it on stream.
Anonymity.
Yeah, anonymity is great. Let's see here. John's going to be on in a little bit. He just messaged me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pull this up, because I think Jisu is probably a good place to start, since we just talked about her. Okay, this is actually all a joke to her. So this is technicals. Multiple lies, trauma, and a suicide attempt, but now let's write a fucking punchline. I deny this person on a very personal level. So here's the thing, right? Jisu is a fucking degenerate, an absolute fucking scumbag, an absolute fucking liar. Now, when technicals started covering shit with the Smash community, this bitch and her little fucking mouthpiece, Lethin, went. Oh, we'll talk about fucking Lethin, because we did not criticize that piece of shit nearly enough. So technical starts digging into this stuff, and Jisu and fucking Lethin basically try to go after his reputation, right? They start calling him a cockroach, shit like that, right? And the thing is, Lethin was Jisu's mouthpiece. When Jisu started coming out against Sky Williams, and then Me Too Zero with a bogus allegation that she fucking lied about, using a story from someone who never gave her consent at all to talk about anything. Like, she never even spoke to the woman, right? That she used to Me Too somebody else. Turned out it was all bullshit, right? And obviously, Zero didn't help himself, because as soon as he heard an accusation, he immediately apologized and thought that would make it go away, because he's an idiot and he doesn't understand how these fucking fucking societal parasites operate. They don't want your fucking apology. If you apologize to them, you just admitted to your fucking guilt. Stop apologizing to these people.
Yeah, I want to add on that, because I don't know if you know, but his apology was one of the most abysmal apologies, though. He didn't just say, "Hey, I'm sorry." He's like, "Nobody defend me. I'm totally guilty. Everything happened." And I don't know if he contacted his sponsors, but he's like, "My sponsors dropped me already, so don't bother hitting them up." Like, it was a bad fucking apology that made him look thoroughly fucking guilty.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Now here's the thing, right? Jisu is somebody who at 16 moved into one of the Sky Williams houses, right? And she moved in with this one guy, right? This guy was like in his 20s, right? So statutory rape was occurring. Now, here's the thing. Nobody knew about it. In Jisu's own fucking words, she never told anyone anything was happening. And the guy denied that there was any relationship happening at all. Now, the thing is, when Sky Williams found out, was because other people in the house started to talk about noises and shit like that. This led to their relationship getting out. The guy flees to Ohio, right? Jisu never goes to the fucking police because she's a fucking idiot, right? And this guy takes off into the wind. Sky Williams then offers this stupid fucking degenerate cunt money so that she can go after him legally. She offers to give her a free place to live. He offers to give her like the lead artist on his next project and continue to pay her money, right? Absolutely tried to help this absolute fucking degenerate. And years later, she comes around and she blasts Sky Williams, right? As if he was responsible for all of it, right? The thing that's fucking great about it is Sky Williams wasn't actually living in the house, right? Sky Williams was giving people places to live, right? It was part of his whole, like, streaming idea. We'll put all the content creators together. And that's worthy of criticism, don't get me wrong. But there were people living in the fucking house with her and this other guy. She didn't criticize any of them. She didn't say, how did you not know we were sleeping together? No, she went after Sky Williams, the only person that actually tried to help her out in any way, shape, or form, because she's a fucking monster. And Sky Williams had the largest name out of all of them. And she destroys his fucking reputation, okay? She absolutely destroys his reputation. Then she goes after Zero, right? And the way she went after Zero was 19 in a relationship with a girl who was 17 years old. It's nothing inappropriate happened. The two of them were in an actual relationship and everything. But Jisu knew about it. So Jisu puts together a Me Too fucking document on fucking Zero, right? And says the girl was 15 years old, right? Lying about her age too, right? Because that's absolutely how we do things, right? Lies about her age, puts her in the fucking document, never speaks to her at all. And in her fucking document going after Zero, she says that she had this girl's consent. She never fucking spoke to her once. The girl involved says she got PTSD from all the people contacting her over this. She had no fucking clue what was going on. Says Jisu gave her fucking PTSD. Jisu's stance doesn't say shit to her, right? All she does is delete the story later on. And then tries to justify why she put it in there. Because she's a fucking monster. She's an absolute fucking monster. Now, Zero, right? Zero says that I guess Zero there was claims that he was going to harm himself, right? Because of everything that was happening, right? And this fucking monster goes out onto social media, right? And tells everyone that they need to remove the wellness check on Zero because it will be harmful to his victims. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? You created a fake victim. You created a fake victim. You Me Too'd somebody using a fake fucking victim. And then when he's about to harm himself and people have a wellness check on him, she calls to have the wellness check taken down. That's what a fucking psychopathic bitch Jisu is.
Yep.
I haven't gotten into her recent spat where someone said that they don't want Sky Williams to harm themselves, and Jisu lost her little degenerate mind on them. Right? Yep. She seems to absolutely want these men to take their own lives to satisfy her own fucking calling as a social media activist. Fucking monster. But you know what? I have to say this, right? Jisu is just a far more successful version of Mars Girl. She actually was able to take out two of the men that she was going after and monetize off of it.
I don't know. She's at least she's Zoe Quinn still has one up on her. She actually got the guy to kill himself. So. Oh
God, Zoe Quinn. There is not enough time in the fucking day for Zoe Quinn.
Yeah. Poor dude. Poor fucking dude. Everyone turned their back on this guy. He lost everything. He lost his friends, his fucking career, the thing that he built himself, all at once. Couldn't fucking take it.
Oh yeah. And the best part is Zoe Quinn made the entire thing up.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dude, it was a fucking stupid story to begin with, and anyone who believed it is a fucking moron. You know,
he forced me to stay in the apartment, and he wouldn't let me leave, and he took my phone away.
This is
and
why you
people
don't believe all women. Basically.
No, the best part is people backtracked her like social media account and found her posting about her going out and going to the grocery store and a bunch of shit, right? And I'm sitting there going like, okay, so when you were on lockdown, this man was forcing you to live in an apartment against your will and wouldn't let you leave. You were also on social media taking fucking selfies and posting online, right?
Well, not only that, it was also insane. Remember, she claimed that he walked her around the house like a fucking bowling ball because he had his fingers in her and shit.
What the fuck?
And everyone was like, how the fuck did you let him do? She said that he guided her around the house with his fingers in her. And I think quartering is like, what the fuck? Like, are you telling me like he's literally like guiding her around the house like a bowling ball? Like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing that was really fucked up about it was the guy that she did this to had a well-known history of mental illness, right? He had a well-known history.
Antisocial. That's what I'm saying. Like, because like Zero is not. He's not a fighter. Like he bends to pressure. He plays fighting games, but he is not a fucking fighter. These are a bunch of socially awkward dudes. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like the thing is, right? Jisu wants what Zoe Quinn got. She wants these people to fucking kill themselves, right? Zoe Quinn berated someone who had a history of mental illness over fake accusations until that guy finally took his own life, right? And I people say like all the time, look, I understand there are a lot of factors involved in when someone takes their own life, but holy fucking shit. If you know someone has a mental health illness, right? A mental health issue of any kind, right? Yeah. And you put forward a clearly fake accusation that leads to everyone abandoning them. I absolutely hold you fucking accountable for that man's death, Zoe Quinn. You fucking scumbag. Holy shit.
100%. And I feel like she got away with that. Fucking scot-free, nothing, She shouldn't be on the internet for that. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone argues. I don't care if anyone's like anti-deplatforming. That bitch doesn't deserve to be on the internet. Fuck that. Like
the thing is, right? I try to have this stance of like, don't ban people, don't do it. But what else do you do with someone who is that much of a fucking psychopath, right? Advocating for the deaths of men is what Jisu did, right? Making up fake accusations, fake stories, lying about fucking evidence. Now, to be clear here, Jisu's a little fucking cunt. Absolutely, right? But to be very fucking clear, the only reason why Jisu gained any sort of real traction is because she had someone corroborate her story, right?
Fucking
Leffen. Fucking Leffen. Leffen
here anymore.
No. Leffen at first tried to go after Technicals too, right? Leffen was all over Technicals. Technicals is a cockroach. You think it's a badge of honor when you get blocked by someone? Leffen corroborated all of these all of the lies that came out of this bitch's mouth, right? All of it fucking fake. That was Leffen, right? Now Technicals' next video drops 50 minutes long, right? And Leffen immediately shuts the fuck up because he cannot refute anything that Technicals said. Leffen corroborated outright fucking lies. Why did Leffen do that? I really can't figure it out. Other than he's just a fucking psychopathic bitch.
Well, Leffen has always been the face of controversy, especially in that community. Like, there's always some kind of controversy with Leffen, and he threw his hat in this ring, and I'm surprised people actually listen to him, but like, it's a Me Too story, so everyone's bound to listen to you,
Yes.
But he exactly, like fucking Leffen did a lot to try to disparage fucking Technicals. He wanted people to not pay attention to it. He literally said, he's like, oh, if we should all just ignore him, and I'm just like, I wonder why you wanted that. Like, fucking, it makes like total sense now, I don't know. So no, Leffen's always been a fucking weasel, like, you know what I mean? And I don't think Technicals is going to let this shit go. So Leffen staying quiet isn't really going to do anything. A lot of people have actually walked back all the stuff that they said about Sky. They have apologized, a lot. So,
and to be clear, look, I try to tell everyone this, right? you should never be afraid of questioning a story when it comes out, especially when it comes out in social media of all places, right? You should absolutely question this shit. Oh, sorry. Don't worry, it's not the coof. Just a bit of a fry. Look, when Technicals, right, puts his video out, right? If Leffen uploads another video, right, just uploads a gaming video, I mean, like, dude, you cannot fucking hide from this shit, right? You absolutely fucking cannot hide from it. But to be clear, if you believe the story and you made a statement on it, yeah, I think that was stupid. I think that was very fucking stupid. But at least people have come out now and apologized to Sky Williams for the shit that they got wrong, right? At least there's that. But not Leffen, because Leffen's too much of a weaselly little bitch.
Yeah, where did he go anyway?
I don't know, back to fucking Iceland or wherever the fuck he's from.
Is he important? Like, is he relevant as a person?
He was a high-ranking Smash Brothers player, so in that community, he's known. But like I said, he's also known for controversies. He has his own.
I mean,
but like in regular standards, probably fucking not. Probably no one knows who Leffen fucking is. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like 200,000 subs on YouTube or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, Leffen gave this bitch enough fucking oil to burn through, right? He absolutely did. Without Leffen corroborating her fucking story, you would have just had her allegation, right? But Leffen went out and backed everything this bitch was saying. And then when Technical started digging into it,
big YouTubers doing that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
They're like YouTubers that say, "Oh, it's just like." They're not like they make these declarative statements, and it's it's not a good idea, because then you just kind of like do exactly what this person did for Jisu, and allows them to work with the whatever the fuck allegations they have going for them. So.
Well, I do like this. I didn't see this comment. I guess he left it later. I'm surprised Hacks got banned for inciting harassment, but somehow she did flies under the radar. Must be nice. Like, I mean, if you're actively tweeting out that you want people to take down wellness checks, right? Holy shit. Like, I see this. I see this person. I see that, like, the shit she's done is insane. It's literally fucking insane. She made up a fucking Me Too story, right? She made up a fucking Me Too story. And look, I can criticize Zero for not handling it well, but that's the thing. I feel like they target people that they know are going to be weak-willed, right? That they know are not going to fight back, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why Zoe Quinn, knowing that this dude, that was her fucking boyfriend. Of course she knew things about him. That was her boyfriend. And then she Me Too'd his ass, knowing he's not going to fight back, not knowing he was going to fucking, like, take his own life.
When you say that, I also think of fucking Carson and, like, Vic as well. Vic Mignogna. So, because those two people seem like very nice individuals that don't, like,
fight back.
Put themselves, well, they put themselves first and foremost. Did you see how Carson was speaking highly of Narrator, even though, like, they ended on bad terms? The Narrator was kind of an asshole, but he was still like, oh, go support Narrator and yada, yada, yada. So,
that's definitely him.
And Zoe, guys, Zoe Quinn now identifies as non-cisgender. So
I don't care. She's a bitch.
I don't give murderers fucking. I don't give murderers.
I don't fucking care what a fucking murderer has to say. I really don't.
She's not getting any courtesy from me. Fuck that.
Like I look at everything that she fucking did. I'm reading through like her wiki page to see if she's done anything recently. And
whoever said that, I appreciate you looking out. If anybody said that at all, but like, yeah, I don't really respect murderers. I'll call her that because that's what she is first and foremost. So,
well, I look. In my point of view, right, and this is why I'm comfortable saying I think she murdered that guy. This was her boyfriend, right? She clearly knew about his mental health issues. She came up with a clearly fake story, right? And if she wants to like die on that fucking hill and say that he did abuse her and all this other shit, I'm sorry, but her initial story does not match up at all with her social media accounts at the time. She made up this fucking story about him. And look, that, we talk about like, why do people do this? Yeah, I do think that clout's a part of it. I do think the clout's part of it. But
wasn't she going to get a gaming position? Didn't she get a gaming position right after she came out with that story?
I think that she also got to like speak at the United Nations, but I don't know if that was before or after.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
she did.
Well, about online harassment. You know what's hilarious? This psychopath started a harassment campaign on her former boyfriend, right? Led to his fucking death. And this absolute fucking degenerate was speaking at the United Nations about online harassment. Well, you know what? Who would know fucking better about that than Zoe fucking Quinn?
Yeah.
True.
So there's actually another member of the Smash community I want to talk about, but I was waiting for John to hop on. So
we could skip and then come back to it.
Yeah, let's talk about CallMeCarson, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, so CallMeCarson. No crow. She said she wanted him to die.
Huh? Who did? Zoe?
Zero. I don't know which of these fucking women he's referring to, because one actually got somebody killed. The other one has just advocated for the deaths of 2 men. So
yeah.
Is this Gamergate? I love you, Raven commentary. Yeah, I think that's why Zoe got so much of a fucking pass too, because of the fucking Gamergate shit. Right? Oh, you can't criticize Zoe Quinn because of Gamergate, and the Gamergaters can't be right. And then you let a fucking murderer go scot fucking free. Good fucking job, you fucking parasites.
Yep.
God damn.
Nice.
God damn. Like I wasn't even around for fucking Gamergate. I like Comicsgate, but that's just because as I see comics fucking die, it's nice to know that there are independent comic book creators actually still trying to present something in that medium. But as far as Gamergate goes, I don't even remember how any of that shit happened. I wasn't around for any of it. But now that I know that Zoe Quinn was involved, I'm starting to think that maybe Gamergate had a very fucking solid fucking point. And maybe we should have listened to him, and maybe a man wouldn't be fucking dead. It's hilarious. I read this fucking article from these loser goddamn journalists talking about, if only society listened to us about Gamergate, the insurrection at the Capitol wouldn't have happened. And I'm just going like, oh my goodness. Well, you know what? If only people listen to the Gamergate people, maybe Zoe Quinn's boyfriend would still be alive. I don't know, though. I don't know. But I have a feeling he might be. So maybe Gamergate was right. Maybe people are fucking psychopathic, degenerate parasites. And maybe people should stop fucking listening to you fucking scumbags. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. But CallMeCarson, that one's one of my fucking favorites, right?
Is it?
And, it is.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a fucking great one, right? Because what did CallMeCarson do? 19 and 17. You have to be one of the most brain damaged, brain dead, remedial fuckwads on the goddamn planet to sit there and make a moral argument against that.
The girl was gonna turn 18, like literally, what was it, a couple? It was
weeks? Yeah.
That might as well have been only a one. Like that wasn't even fucking illegal.
Look. 19 and 17 isn't illegal either. I mean, you have Romeo and Juliet laws, right? You have age of consent in both their states being 16. I heard someone try to make the argument, well, it's CP because I was like, look, man. I heard people arguing the shit where they're like, well, 19 to 17, that's totally okay. But the exchanging of the nudes, that's like, if she's sending him nudes over Snapchat, that makes her legally responsible for distributing CP. I don't think people fucking understood that at all. And she tried to make this really dumbass argument that didn't actually apply to her in any way, that legally she was okay to create and distribute CP. But look. But
it's the same law that protects Carson from whatever the fuck she just accused him of too.
That was the best part. But I mean, the thing is, I'm not going to, if I'm going to sit there and say I have no issues with the 19 and 17-year-old, like 90 fucking 8% of the people online will tell you, I can't sit there and say like they're going to get into horny teenage shit. I don't fucking care. Anyone that actually cared is a fucking loser. And I love the argument, like people that try to switch it over to this argument of like power dynamic, and he was abusing his power. I go like, I don't, fuck off. look, if I saw a chat from Call Me Carson telling that fucking loser, hey, if you don't send me nudes, then I will ostracize you in my community and no one's going to like you, right?
Whoa.
That would be abusing a power dynamic. It would
Austin
be.
Jones, dude. Austin Jones is the #1 abuser of power dynamic because he literally said, hey, if you don't show me your fucking asshole, you know, and like wink it like 6 times, then you're not my fan. You don't know who Austin Jones is, Sen?
Oh, God.
No. What the fuck?
He was a rising famous fucking musician on YouTube. He was a star. Like he was actually going to concerts and shit. But what he was doing was going after these young like females. Like I'm talking about like 13, 14, 15.
What?
And he would abuse the power dynamic because they were his fans. They would reach out and he'll be like, oh, I want fucking
wait, how old was Austin Jones?
I forget, like 19, 20-ish.
Jesus, what?
Yeah.
Why was he looking for 13-year-olds?
Because those were his fans.
Yeah.
Those are the people who reached out to him.
That's weird. What the
so
fuck?
like I remember one girl, he wanted her to do a twerking video. I don't remember how old Austin Jones was. Anybody in chat correct me right now if I'm wrong.
Some say he's like 20s.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. He was like 20. All right.
What the fuck?
So he goes to this little fucking girl. He's like, oh, I want you to twerk for me. She doesn't even know what the fuck that is or how to do it. So what does Austin Jones do? Instead of being like, oh, that's really young, you don't even know what it is. He sends a tutorial on how to do it, and he's twerking. And he's like, you shake your ass. You shake your ass up and down. You know, like
fucking shit right there. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, but get this. After that comes out, he gets away with it, right? And then later on, it comes out that he has messages asking, like, you know, coercing this girl to like send photos of her ass, but not just her ass. He wants her to spread her ass open and get asshole pictures and shit, like videos of her, like it's really bad, dude.
How's this guy not in jail?
He did. He ended up going to jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, good shit. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
What the
But
fuck?
that is an abuse of power dynamic because every time these girls would like not want to do it, he'd be like, well, I guess I got to go talk to another fan then. You know, I guess you're not really a big fan like you say you are. You know, he would guilt them into doing this shit for him.
Okay. Colton said he was 24. He was arrested and did it for a couple of years.
Yes, Colton. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, he did it for quite some time, dude, and he got away with it. He skated by a couple times.
Why are you
It took a lot.
24 and talking to 13-year-olds though? What the fuck?
Because they reach out to him being fans. You know, that's easy prey. He's a predator.
Louis, what are you stop, Louis. What are you talking about with my mom right now? He goes at Mama Crow. Would people be able to make the argument that you were groomed? What did my mom say? Holy shit!
I don't know.
Mom, stop, Mom. What did you say in the chat? Okay. I was 16 and my boyfriend was 25, but we didn't have this social media issue. Mama Crow.
Times are different
Really?
then.
Yeah, that was like 50 years ago.
Jesus. 50.
Yeah.
But aside from that, so what did I jump into here? You guys saw about Austin Jones. Wasn't that like years ago? Wasn't that like 2 years ago?
No. We're talking about Carson.
I'm giving an example of power dynamics. Sen didn't know about Austin Jones.
Look, look, the thing is, I'm not. When I say like the power dynamic argument is bullshit, it's because they try to argue that if you are someone who has any type of following, right, that means that any relationship you engage with, if they're any of your fans, right, that makes you that means you're abusing a power dynamic. I'm sitting there going like groupies, like groupies. Like when I was in high school, were still a thing, right? Musicians, they have girls all over them all the time. They're all fucking fans. I want to sleep with the fucking rock star. Like it's literally a thing. But then we have to fucking listen to this bullshit where it's like, oh, well, because she was a fan of his, it was gross and inappropriate. I said, "They go, shut the fuck up." Like I read through all of her messages with him, right? I never see Carson telling her, well, if you're not gonna send me those nudie pics, then I'm gonna go talk to a different fan. I guess you're not a real fan and you're not welcome in my community. Nothing even close to that.
Yeah, here's the twerk tutorial. Here, show me how it's fucking done.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? None of this shit applies to Call Me Carson. And now it's like literally they made the argument that if you engage in a relationship with a fan in any way, shape, or form, you're abusing a power dynamic. I sit there and go, you are fucking insane. You are fucking
Yeah,
insane.
that's pretty retarded. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, like the fucking, oh my god, the level of power dynamic is fucking. There's no real definition for it. For example, right? Like I could go to a McDonald's. The fucking manager of the McDonald's could ask me like, "Oh, do you want a large?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, now I feel coerced into getting it." He abuses power dynamic to make me spend more money. You know what I mean? It could be fucking. It's wild. You know what I mean? There's no declarative fucking thing on it. You know what I mean? It's a stupid fucking argument because
who made that word up?
Anyway,
Power dynamic?
Dick, I sent you an invite on Twitter. Go ahead and hop in. Who wants to be here
who
for the
made that
Captain Zach
fucking
stuff?
word up?
So.
I'm gonna smack them.
I don't know, dude.
The thing about the Carson stuff is in the conversations, Carson's saying like, I don't think it'd be right because I don't think I can, give you what you need. I don't think I can be in a relationship with you. Right. It wasn't like, send me your boobies.
At least he was on
any of
it.
that shit. No, he was. But
Well,
you can see Sam, look, I've seen girls do this before, right? They will they will get a guy, right, that's talking with them, and they'll start sending him fucking, very lewd photographs, right, to try to get them, get them interested, right? And then when they do the naughty, when they do the fucking dirty, and the dude's not interested in the relationship, girl will freak out and go, "But I sent you those nudes. Why?" It's like because you gave it all up, honey. You gave it all up on the first go. He's not interested in a relationship with you. You should have held it back. Exactly. You should have. But you give it up for fucking free. It must not be worth anything.
Exactly.
Well, think about that. It's interesting that you mentioned that because that's something I was going to say. How is it that so many times, right? They always want to say that there's this power dynamic issue, right? But we also see a situation like this, right, with Carson, where this person willingly, was giving up stuff. It didn't seem like Carson wasn't soliciting anything, at least not that I've seen. Because she's the one that released the messages. Mm-hmm. So you tell me, point to any part in there where Carson solicited anything. It was completely offered up. Yep. Or am I wrong about that, Crow?
No, he didn't. Right? He didn't.
So and that's the thing. In a lot of these instances, that's what we see. We see stuff like this offered up in an attempt to sway the person, right? To entice them. And when things don't work out, then all of a sudden, well, they're the one at fault. They took advantage of me. They're the one. They used their power dynamic to take advantage of me. That seems to always be the case, right?
Yeah.
Well, he took advantage of me.
Look. The most disgusting thing about the Call Me Carson shit was that girl called him a groomer to start with, right?
Yep.
She did trigger warning, pedophilia / grooming, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going like, oh my fucking God. No, absolutely fucking not.
And then 24 hours later or less than that, it changed.
If anything,
he started saying how it's not grooming. And then she updates her story and goes, well, he didn't groom me, but he did abuse me. Like some stupid shit like that. I'm like, no, honey, no.
Well, if we were to use a certain Southern gentleman from Tennessee's definition of grooming, one could argue that she was trying to groom Carson by that logic, right?
It's not even argued. She did groom Carson.
One? You know a lot.
Well, I mean, even those chats, you can see her urging Carson into things with her. It's not the other way around. But then people make this dumbass fucking argument. But she's 17. She's not old enough. She doesn't understand. She's not old. She doesn't understand. In 2 weeks she will, but she doesn't understand now. It's like the dumbest fucking arguments you ever fucking hear from these people.
That is
dynamically challenging.
Thank you.
Justin Kinder Rants, thank you for the super chat. By the way, Mama Crow, you raised a dope son. She did. She absolutely
Crow
did.
is a dope son. I
thought you meant dope as in stupid. So sorry.
Well,
thank you.
There's one like that too, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got to have the yin and the yang.
Hold on, I got to read this one. Chris JD Films 269 said, "I'm 6 foot. My ex is 5'3". Was that a power dynamic?" Yes.
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 That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anything like that could be considered power dynamic.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dead ass. Like, you know, I was overcome by the power dynamic. Power dynamic could be age. Literally, I think the definition is somebody who's older than you, generally.
Please delete that word, that saying from existence. I hate it so much.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
fine.
like, dude, power dynamics exist in just about every single relationship, right? They
Power
do.
dynamics exist in
They exist
parenthood, you know?
Dude,
But
Dad has
power
power
dynamic
dynamics.
exists in
Almost
my
every
marriage,
aspect of
right?
life.
Because look, honestly, even in my marriage, power dynamic exists. I'm older than my wife, and I make more money than my wife does, right? You can say I have a power dynamic over her, right?
Sure.
But does that mean I'm abusing my? No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You
Hey,
just
shut up.
confessed.
Shut
You
up.
admitted.
Yeah.
Abusive crow in chat.
Yeah.
Crow.
Fuck you.
The
But,
crow
like,
of abuse.
The thing is with the Carson thing, you know, he should have just kept going, right? Because he had plenty of support. But I think the other thing with Carson was, we remember there was that message, I think Bo Blacks leaked out, that somebody had sent to him saying that, you know, pay attention because a certain neck person or whatever stupid shit it said.
There's going to be some coming.
No, they said there were pedo allegations coming.
Yep,
Yeah.
pedo allegations.
And all of his fucking friends were right there ready to stab him in the fucking back. I think that's why he went away for a bit. And I don't think it had anything to do with this, you know, rampant social media crusade, because really, when it went off, hardly, dude, I was just going to say.
You don't know me. And that's okay.
That's
yeah.
Do the laugh, Aura.
Yeah. Dude. Narrator, honestly, had so much worse shit come out about him. Much worse shit. Sending self-harm images to a 13-year-old, which he's admitted to doing.
A picture of his ass.
It's okay. He got roasted. It's okay, Crow. He got roasted.
Of his, what was it? His ass.
He made an account. He made an account pretending to be like a fan of some fucking child or some shit.
Yeah.
And then like his ass in a thong or something.
It's like it was in women's cotton panties, John. I don't fucking know. I don't want to remember. Can you stop talking about it? I don't want to remember this shit.
Do the laugh.
Look, okay, that's the thing about the Carson shit, right? Everybody showed up to stab him in the fucking back, right? And remember, they announced their new fucking podcast, I think like 2 weeks after the accusations came out.
Shuffle sandwich.
Yeah, that was the best shit ever, right? It's like, how more fucking on the nose do you fucking cockroaches need to get?
Yep. Well, that's what I'm saying. Carson is a good example of exactly what we're talking about. He's not a fighter. You know what I mean? Everyone turned their back on him. He didn't have anybody in his corner. He didn't have anybody in his ring except, you know, like fans who would say they know him very well, and like people like like us who avidly like defended him, and we got called fucking like pedo defenders and shit, rape apologists. Like Ripzilla totally in his corner.
Yeah, well, speaking of
Ripzilla,
Ripzilla,
compared him to Mini Lad, dog. Like fucking, he said he's like equal to, if not worse.
Ripzilla's
who was it that said that? I know.
Ripzilla.
Oh my god! Yeah. It's not even in this. Oh my! They're not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Steve made a video. Steve made a video criticizing him that he doesn't remember anything about.
Steve?
Yeah, that he forgot.
Steve needs to be here.
He's doing work right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn it, Steve.
Okay, so Sam, Carson groomed me, but in reality, I groomed him. Rubzilla, for the sake of the video, let's say he is a groomer. God. Yeah, that was the best part.
For the sake of the video, let's say that he's a groomer.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you are such a piece of shit. Fucking hell. That's why whenever Rubzilla covers any allegation, I don't necessarily like watching his content. I like to see what he's going to fucking say, right? Because that man, when he opens up his fucking mouth, it is going to be one stupid ass hot take after the other.
Jake Paul says that he respects women, but clearly he does not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? I think that's a good transition over to the next subject. Jake Paul. Because Rubzilla covered Jake Paul too. You know what's hilarious about Jake Paul? So this girl comes out with this accusation about Jake Paul, right? And
Paradise, yeah.
And people are like, look, this doesn't make sense because you're saying this stuff happened in this super crowded house where there are cameras running all the fucking time.
With the dates that you gave, he was doing some other shit. You know what I mean? So he could have been there.
Beyond that, right? People said, well, she had access to the house. Clearly, that was because Jake. It's like, well, no, stop. Even in her own story, she said she was friends with somebody else in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how she got into the house. I understand she was in proximity of Jake Paul. Doesn't mean he fucking did anything with this bitch. Like I think he was getting married at the time too. That's the best part. But apparently, in front of everyone, in front of his fucking fiance, he grabbed this girl and started to like make out with her. I'm like, there are cameras literally all over that fucking house. How did nobody get that on film?
I mean, dude, he did the fucking cha-cha slide in her mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like fucking slide to the left, slide to the right.
So Jake Paul then comes out with a statement, right? Saying that he is taking legal action against the accuser. And you know what happened to her?
Well, he said her allegations were totally false. Like, like completely false.
Quiet. And she go
and
quiet.
just like magic.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Legal action, and that's basically like the real life abracadabra. For
legal
like,
action works sometimes on the internet. It's not all just lawsuits. Sometimes it actually has good effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
remember what she wanted.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. But remember what she wanted out of all it? An apology. Remember that?
Yeah. Fuck.
Really?
Fuck.
She said that?
Yeah. I swear to God, yeah. She's like, I just want an apology.
Yeah, Sen, remember, when they say they want an apology, what they're actually saying is, we want you to admit your guilt.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
See, we have Louis in the chat. We want Louis to apologize, so we have a confession of guilt.
Yeah, there you go. Admission of guilt.
Yes, there you go. That's what it's all about.
Got it. They did that to Vic Mignogna, too.
Oh, yeah,
They did that to Zero. They did that to Nairo.
Oh, my God. These fucking people, dude. I get it. That's their game.
Mm-hmm. Never apologize. There's a reason people say never
apologize.
Because they did it. You just brought up Vic Mignogna. What happened when he apologized?
Oh, they said he did it. He admitted that he did it.
He admitted to all of it. They said the same thing with Carson.
But weren't they calling Vic a pedo, too?
Yes, they were calling Vic a pedo.
And then oh my God, then they got the green light to just say that. That's fucked.
They spun it. Yes, it's called a spin.
That is so fucked up, bro.
Well, that's that. Okay, so like with the Louis stuff, right? When those girls say that they want a fucking apology from fucking Louis, they want him to admit he is guilty of everything. Because if Louis were to say this, right? I am so sorry if I made anyone uncomfortable. They will then say, Louis has admitted to harassing multiple women immediately.
They'll say he's a pedo, too. They'll be like,
can you please ruin your career? Please ruin your career for us.
Well, like, think about it.
Please ruin your life for us.
They focus on the word uncomfortable. Uncomfortable can mean anything. You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I'm saying. If I stare at you from across the way for too long, I can make you uncomfortable. If I grab your ass, I can make you uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like, fucking, that word fits too many variables. So when anybody, that's where Vic fucked up. Like, I'm sorry for making anyone uncomfortable. And then, like, that's what I'm saying. Oh, well, he touched me.
Well, it's broad.
He touched me and
it's broad.
Yeah.
It's broad. Yeah. It's broad.
Well, they've spun that into he's confessed to everything. They spun that into he confessed to everything.
Well, remember in his deposition, when he said, "Oh yeah, I grabbed her hair one time," and they're like, "See, he said he pulled her hair," and it's just like he didn't say that, but okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
They would have ran with it.
Like he confessed to it.
Yeah, he confessed. He confessed. He did. It's just like, yeah, but yet, he said something sexual, but she can't remember what it was.
She can't remember what it was. Like, he even said he didn't.
Unless he literally said something sexual, right?
Yeah. He leaned her close. Something sexual. Sensual.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But the thing is, you're both right. She said, I just remember he pulled my hair and he leaned in close and he said something sexual. I can't remember what it was. I just remember it was something sexual. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. But yeah, no, again, when we talk about like you ever apologize to any of these people, just remember, they're not out here looking to, actually seek justice. They're not looking here to seek justice. They're not looking to actually get forgiveness of any sort of fucking kind for you.
No,
they want your fucking head on a platter. And if you say, I'm sorry for, he admitted to it immediately.
Listen, if you want justice, you go to the police. If you want attention, you go to the internet. It's that simple.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not looking for justice if the first thing you're doing is running to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform that it is that you use. If that's your first, if that's the first place you run to, you're not looking for justice. You're looking for attention.
Well, I just
trash me, I don't know where that's coming from. Just don't know.
Where's that coming from?
That's me. But whatever.
No, but
that wasn't me.
Hey, Vic.
Hey.
Look.
Stop it.
Damn it, or
it reminds me of what I used to yell like no all the time. It's so no.
Anytime someone comes out with an accusation on social media and says all they want is apology, what they actually want you to do is to admit to guilt. And once you've done that, they will never let it go. They will never let it go. You can never clarify your statement. You can never correct it. You will always have admitted to whatever they accused you of.
They'll always try to go for blood, no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally half like the people that claim to be activists on Twitter. I'm just like, bullshit. You're not activists.
Yeah, that's what I call them, social media activists, because that's it. That's the extent
because
of,
that's where one thing.
That's the extent of their activism. You know, I was like, tweet, job well done today.
Yeah, I used to follow those guys, but then I realized half the bullshit they were talking about. I was like, this is you're full of shit. I'm unfollowing you. That's like that one guy on Twitter named Stance Grounded. He's full of shit.
Okay,
if you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so this story is insane, right? And the thing is, when I type in Captain Zach Smash Controversy, this is the #1 click. Smash Ultimate Pro Captain Zach accuses Nairo of engaging in a sexual relationship with him while underage.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part is, too, I hate how people would still believe him after the first thing.
Well, I think Nairo took him to court.
Yeah, he did. But I'm just still surprised people would believe him after, he basically...
Ally.
Yeah.
He extorted Ally.
Yeah, after he extorted Ally the first time. I was like, you know what? The moment he went up against the story last year when he said he came out against it, I Me Too'd Nairo, I was like, I don't believe you for a second.
Look, here's the thing. When somebody has a fan base, I've always said this, you know what I mean, and a devout fan base, you can do no wrong in their eyes. There's always going to be people that, I mean, you might lose credibility over time and you might start losing fans over time if you're repeatedly caught in lies. But those people that want to support you, that they've been there since day one and they've always supported you and they're diehard and they're the ones that always justify everything that you do, right or wrong, there's no convincing them. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've said this before. I've said this in the past too. Even with EDP, EDP still has people that are fans of him. As crazy as that sounds, there's still people that support EDP.
He just had his channel deleted, Doug. Did you see covered it?
Wait. Who just had their channel deleted?
EDP.
Good.
How do you get it deleted?
I don't know. Probably the gun shit. He did a gun review. Like he's like, "This is my gun collection." And
yeah. YouTube says no the guns anymore. We got to be more sensitive.
God.
Yeah, but he'll come back though. He's basically became the black PSP.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even a guy like that, right, who is pretty much busted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still, there's still people that support him.
With a 13-year-old, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And there's still people that support him. It's crazy.
So
even after all that.
Look, this situation here is insane. So this is the rundown, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because the thing is, Aura, 224 Vic, and John all know about this situation far more than I do. But this is my basic understanding. These two are staying in the same room. There's some sort of like Smash event going on, right? Well, Nairo is sleeping. Captain Zach takes his pants off and orally rapes him.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yes.
Oh, were you gonna?
Yeah. I'm gonna continue. Right. Then later, Nairo, he tells Nairo to give him money, and if he doesn't give him money, then he's gonna come out and Me Too Nairo, and he tells Nairo nobody will believe you, and so Nairo gave him money after being raped.
$2,000. Yeah, $2,000. He extorted him.
After Captain Zack rapes him, then he gets Nairo to pay him money because Nairo, everybody knows, right? Because it winds up happening right afterwards that he'll get Me Too. And then after Captain Zack rapes him and extorts him for money, comes out and Me Too's Nairo, right? Just
Yeah, does it anyway.
yeah.
That basically sums it up.
Yeah, I wanna just clarify this. I'm like, that's a pattern of behavior for Captain Zack. He's the piece of shit. Captain Zack is literally the scum of the fucking like earth, dude.
I'm just so glad he lost Evo 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm glad. I hope his career is gone forever. I hope he's not allowed on any fucking one.
It
Well,
should
think about
be,
this.
right?
Think about this. It didn't even start with Nairo. It started with Ally.
Yeah,
Ally.
You know what I mean?
Ally.
He did the same shit to Ally.
Yes, he fucking did the same thing. He extorted him. He made him throw the fucking championship or whatever.
I mean, he basically threw a tournament match, which he would have won. But if he had won, he probably would have actually gone on to win the tournament.
Yes, exactly.
He was a favorite to win, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a high-profile player. He was the number 5 player in the world for Smash Brothers.
But that's the thing. This Captain Zack kid has a history of extorting people.
Extorting, but Me Tooing them anyway. You know, that's what he does.
It's fucking annoying.
But the Nairo thing was fucking great. So we actually have the video from Nairo here.
Yes.
Is it the one where he actually finally returns? I remember watching this when it first came out too. Actually.
Okay. So I just want to play his statement on all of this, right? Now I want to be very clear. When Captain Zack, who has a history of extorting people and Me Tooing them later anyways, came out with his accusation on Nairo, everybody went after fucking Nairo, right? Yeah. Everybody called Nairo a pedophile, groomer, abuser, he rapes little boys, all this shit, right? Mm-hmm. Nairo has to go to court. Settles it in court.
Yep.
None of these motherfuckers who crucified this man then turn around and go, Nairo, we're sorry. We should have never jumped the gun on it. They just shut their fucking mouths and go to ruin the next person's life.
Yeah. So they do.
About right.
Hey guys, it's been a long time. I wanted to do an update video on my situation. As many of you know, I've been handling things legally in the last half year, and I want to announce now that we've reached a legal agreement.
Oh, Crow, do you know who Nairo is?
As of now, everything is...
Do you know who Nairo is?
The Smash player, right?
All right, so Ally is the 5th top player in the world. Zero was the number 1. Nairo was number 2.
For Smash 4, anyway.
For Smash 4. Smash 4. He doesn't really play Ultimate. I don't know who the fuck is Ultimate. I don't remember.
And it's MKLeo. MKLeo is now top player of Ultimate, so he's the best in the world now.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. I was going to ask if he's still around. But
he's still around.
Nairo was number 2. Right behind Leo. God,
and not to mention
right behind Zero.
Yeah, not to mention he's the one who actually ended Zero's undefeated streaks too. So
yeah, he broke the fucking record. Zero had one of the highest win streaks. Nairo's the one who broke it. So he made
he ended it too. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so can I play in the video?
Yeah.
Sorry. That's who he is. That's who he is.
Just making sure.
Fully resolved, and I am now able to move forward with my life. I did feel at a certain point that I needed to heal away from the place I once called home. Home, obviously, being the Smash community. So things like I never saw myself competing again. I never saw myself working with teams and sponsors again. And as much as it sucks because I really, really love doing it, I never saw myself streaming and making content again. But on November 7th, it was my birthday. On the night of November 6th, when it hit midnight, a friend of mine sent me a Discord server invite and told me to join up the voice channel. And when I did, I got immediately bombarded by tons of my old community members. Like so many naifus just showed up and all wished me a happy birthday. It was a really, really nice moment. And even afterwards, we stayed in the call from midnight until like 6 a.m. in the morning when the sun was up, just trying to give as many people as possible a chance to talk. And many went one by one, telling me stories of how I positively impacted their life and how my streams just helped them during very, very hard days and very, very stressful moments in their life.
Can you pause a sec?
Just hearing from them again.
Yeah.
This is nice and all, But if I was not, I would be like, hey man, thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Before I leave, I just want to say fuck y'all, because where were y'all when I fucking needed you? When I was getting fucking thrown,
I saw that coming, honestly.
When I was getting dragged in fucking public, where the fuck were all of y'all? Why weren't y'all fucking saying shit?
That's the worst part when it comes to these things. People will say they'll have your back, and but they won't go for it immediately until later on.
Well, to be fair, that I'm saying that they had to, but go ahead.
But
look, when he came back, right? I don't think it was just the people that threw him under the bus. I'm sure there were plenty of his own fans who didn't believe the fucking stories too, right?
Well, he apologized. That's one of the problems. He apologized for it.
It's the always need to think you need to do an apology, but you don't, and it will backfire on you super heavily. In this case, we know what happened. Next.
Well, the thing is with his situation, I think though that there was already a little bit of a doubt built in because of Captain Zach being involved though also. Because it's just like, okay, he admitted to it, but it's just like Captain Zach is involved, so there might be more to the story that we don't know about.
Yeah, because
people like technicals didn't believe him. Fucking.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either. Because I know Captain Zach's. It hasn't been his first rodeo, so I'm just thinking, you lying. I believe every other accusation, except yours.
Well, it was pretty funny because I remember, I was like, he made the apology. I was like, I don't care. Fuck Captain Zach anyway. I was like, fuck him. All he fucking does is cancel people. I don't give a shit if not really fuck the boy.
And the worst part is when it comes to that stuff, I hate it because he can easily play the minor card. And
yes, he does it all the time.
Well, okay, so one thing I wanted to say, right? Because someone mentioned Power Cynical in the chat here, Reticle. You either leave for good or defend yourself hard like Pyro and Pro Jared. I remember Tommy, he had this big criticism of Power Cynical, where he said he didn't like that Power Cynical attacked Ivory. And I sat there going I understand where he's coming from. I really do. But if your choices are apologize or attack the person accusing you, I'd rather see you attack them than apologize to them, because anytime you apologize, it's an admission of guilt, right? People I hate to say this, but when you actually fight back, that's the only time you're going to get any fucking support, right? Look at the Jake Paul thing, right? Jake Paul called the girl a fucking liar, right? Said it was all bullshit, made up. You can say that he was attacking
Look at Angry
her.
Joe. Yeah. Look at Angry Joe. I can't stand Angry Joe, but I was like, really? Fucking tell her, Joe. Tell her ass. Yeah, I can't stand Angry Joe, bro. He's a freaking embarrassment, bro.
Why are you saying
I can't stand Angry Joe, bro. He's an embarrassment to Puerto Ricans, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh shit!
Come on, bro.
I didn't know about that, but okay.
Come on, bro.
Man,
why Angry Joe, man?
Why is he on the side of the Puerto Ricans that look so Caucasian?
But look, when he said something, though, I was, I was 100% supportive Joe. I was like, all right, tell her, Joe. Get angry.
Yeah, I was the same way as Jake Paul. I don't like Jake Paul. I think he is a dick, but from what I've seen, it's I don't believe. I think
he's innocent. But listen, even Joe, right? Even Joe handled it the right way, because he was like, before he put out his little statement, he did talk to his lawyers. You know what I mean? But he responded to it, and he was just like, "Oh hell no!" You know what I mean? And he put out a statement that he obviously had his lawyers look over. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where he completely, he refuted everything. He fought back. And the thing is, look, everybody else who did also, look, Andy Signored, Pro Jared. You know what I mean? They all did it the legal way.
Yeah, the same thing for Andy. It took him two or 3 years for him to actually come out for it. Yeah, 3 years.
But my point
Andy Signored
is
was almost 3 years. Yeah.
My point is, right, I think the problem with these fake accusations, why we're going to keep seeing them, is because, look, you could come out with a total bullshit fucking lie on someone, right? Some blurred out fucking screenshots and shit. And there will be people jumping all over and believing it, right? Because they're just waiting for the next person to get accused, right? So they can just jump onto that next bandwagon. You need to stop treating these people with fucking kid gloves when they do this shit, right? If someone comes out with an accusation against you and you know it's a fucking lie, go hard. Go fucking hard.
Yeah.
Do not pull back. Do not apologize. Don't say, I'm sorry if I made anyone get. Say they're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Just say they're fucking lying.
Yeah. I think the problem is sometimes it's just also hard to prove that they can be lying too.
Well, I mean, here's the problem. They also can't prove their fucking accusations.
Well, look. I think the thing is,
you don't say they're fucking lying, and if they're not fucking lying, call the fucking cops.
Look, like that's not good enough sometimes. That's not good enough sometimes. Some people are going to believe no matter what, dude. You know that. Like you definitely know that.
See, I think the problem is that so many people get caught up on this whole thing. Look, asking questions, wanting to know more, asking more questions, being, hey, can you give more details? They need to stop trying to push the stigma that that's a bad thing. It's just like, no, hey, look, we don't know what the fuck is going on here. Me asking questions is not me automatically saying that you are lying in what you're saying. I just want to know more. That's it.
And they'll take that as you're a pedo defender.
You're a victim blamer. You're a victim blamer. You're and all this stuff.
Guys, let me clarify something here, right? I guess where I'm coming from is more like I see that happen way too. We get accused of it any time we sit there and go like, what they're presenting here isn't very solid, right? What they're saying here is not being proven. Why aren't they going to the cops? You're a pedo defender. You're apologism. It's that type of stupid shit that I see. I'm like, no, you people can go fuck off, right? You people can go fuck off. Like that's my fucking attitude. So look, when you're accused, maybe don't have my mentality. But yeah, when you see these people just shouting at you, calling you fucking rape apologists and shit, because they're saying it hasn't been proven, where is your evidence? Why aren't they going to the fucking police? And the moment that person goes, rape apologist, goes, oh, you don't have a fucking argument because you're a fucking idiot, aren't you? I'm just so done treating these people with fucking kid gloves and pretending like they aren't just amoral fucking ass clowns. There's no.
Look, look at the situations where people have been pretty much exonerated, right, of any wrongdoing. Andy Signor, Pro Jared. More recently, we were just talking about Nairo. Sky Williams. You know what I mean?
But there's still people that will come after him no matter what, which is a sad part.
Well, of course. Yeah. Because that's the thing. No, hold on. You have too many people that literally have no fucking lives. They sit at their computers every single fucking day, and they want to pretend that they're fucking heroes. So the moment someone gets accused of something, I stand with the victim. I stand with them. Okay, where's their evidence? Shut up, rape apologist! Mm-hmm. You have to stop treating people like that, like they're making any type of valid point. You have to start looking at those people and laughing at them and clowning them. You know what? You need to bring some shame back into their fucking lives.
Shame.
Yeah. Also, I was trying to tell you this, but I think you should highlight Louis' comment.
Which one?
The going hard one.
Oh, yeah. I saw it and I was like, yeah, he's kind of right. Going hard is what got me in this situation. I don't think this is good advice, Si.
Yeah.
I look from where I'm standing on it. I guess my point is, when I look at people, when I cover a story, right, and I'm like, look, they're not the evidence they present is not solid, and I get some stupid motherfucker that jumps in and goes rape apologist. I will not treat that person like they are a decent human being anymore. I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it. You want to go after someone and destroy their fucking lives with little to nothing to back it up? I'm not going to treat you like you're a decent human being when you're a fucking parasite.
Well, look, people, they always want to be quick to react, and they want to be quick to have judgment over someone, right? I mean, look, we've seen it again also in mainstream media, right, bro? I think one of the best examples was the Covington kids, right? Like, and I remember when all that shit happened, and I was just kind of like, you know what? I think there's more to this. I think there's, and not even to get down any kind of political discussion. I'm just saying, but I saw that, I was like, you know what? I think there's more to this. I think there's more to this, and I think we're going to find out more. And sure enough, a couple days later, you see the full context of what actually happened. You're like, wow, these kids got fucking railroaded. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And the guy that did it to him, went on and flat out lied about what happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even after things came out on the video and everything, people still tried to say that Covington kid, he's still instigator or some stupid shit like that because he was smirking.
His name's Nicholas Salmon, by the way.
Nicholas Salmon. Thank you. Yeah. But they still tried saying that. I'm like, the dude flat out lied about what happened. How are you still trying to go after this guy? Right? But that's the problem. They don't want to be wrong. They've already decided that they're the fucking hero, and if you defend the other person, that just makes you a fucking villain too.
I remember. I
Every
remember. I
stream
think it
left
was.
us in a nutshell.
I think it was Philip DeFranco. He made a thing about it like right when it happened, and that dude had to, bro. He had to he had to eat so much crow like a couple days later on the situation.
Why is that a saying?
I'm just saying, you know.
Because
Just the
crow's
saying
a disgusting
So much
bird.
crow.
Everyone
Crow's
keeps
a
saying like,
disgusting
"Oh, we're
bird.
gonna eat crow," and I'm like,
How would you know? Did you actually eat crow meat before?
No, crows are just disgusting
Why the
asshole
fuck
birds.
are you
They
like,
look-
guys? Okay, first off, that's racist. Second,
No, it's not.
yes,
How the
it
fuck
is.
is that racist? No, it's not. That's an
It's-
ignorant statement.
Okay,
Because
sorry.
crow is part
It's
crow.
speciesist. Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Yes, it
It's
is.
legit. It's
It's
legit.
not.
They hold fucking grudges like a motherfucker. They're fucking
We do.
assholes. They scream at
We are.
night. You know, like
We do.
fucking. Yeah,
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with any of that.
you're a piece
Well,
of
they
shit.
like
dude.
to-
I'm trying to tell you. What?
How can you? Why are you calling? No. You're a crow too. You can't call me a piece of shit.
But I know what I am. That's the problem. Don't fucking pretend like you're not.
I don't like these false accusations against my honor.
Yeah, totally.
This is exactly like Call Me Carson.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, there's a power dynamic here.
Oh shit, Laura. He's a self-hating crow.
He is.
No,
He
it's
is.
the truth, dude. I'm not gonna fucking run and hide from the truth, dude. No, it's true. Crows are bastard birds, dude. That's why I want a pet crow though, but I know he's gonna be a cocksucker, so I'm not gonna bother.
Look, honestly,
Wow.
speaking of Carson
He'll
for a
pick
sec,
your
I hope.
fucking eyes out.
Speaking of Carson for a sec, I hope Homeboy comes back and acts like nothing happened. I hope he doesn't even address it. Honestly, I hope he just comes back and be, you gotta talk about it. It's like, no.
I hope he does address it. I hope he says that, you know, they're in court, they're in jail. I hope everything.
Wait,
You know, I hope everything
Yeah.
John wants is the opposite. You know, I hope.
No, I
hope
want
he
him to
does
just go
that.
about business as usual and fucking not even worry about it, man. Because honestly, it's
No, I
not
want him
a
to worry
big
about it.
deal.
I want him to
It's
be
a
like,
big
I'm
deal.
getting revenge. I want him to be like, I'm getting revenge, and you'll pay. And
Well, I mean,
like,
it would
I've
be great.
already
It would be
talked
great. It would be great for him to come back and be like, I just want y'all to know, like Nairo just did, right? He's like, I just handled things legally, and we just came to a settlement.
I spent for everything she had. She's currently homeless, so if you want to donate to her GoFundMe to pay her fucking hotel bills, feel free.
Here's the link. Oh, and here's the link. Here's a link to narrator's channel too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
here's
may
a-
not
here's
know
a
who
show.
I am, but that's
I need money for a new table. Please help me out.
You guys are fucking awful.
You're the one that called him a pedophile. What do you mean?
Yeah, you did.
Look. Let me be very clear. Well,
Oh, God.
look, I've clarified my statement. Okay,
Mhm.
I cannot prove he is a pedophile.
Yes, that's a good one. That's
What
a
I
good statement
can
you just
prove,
made.
what I can prove, is that
Mhm.
he sent images of him, self-harming himself to a 13-year-old who
Yes,
he
he
had
did.
a strong emotional attachment to, and he has said that he loves this 13-year-old. And has then clarified the statement later to say that, but only in platonic way, after
Like a brother,
originally saying that the 13-year-old was lying about everything. So
Yes.
you all make of that what you will, but I can confirm everything that I just said there is true. So
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
there you
You
go.
draw your own conclusions.
He made a fan fucking thing with his ass and a thong. Yes, he did.
Yeah, well, he did that too, but not to that minor. That was another
Just a
minor
different
he
minor.
did that to.
Say
Yeah,
what?
different minor.
Say what?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
ask.
it's
Don't
yeah,
ask.
it's old ground. Let's move on from that one.
He admitted to making the video out of revenge, so fuck it. That's all I needed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, so look, as far as the Captain Zach stuff goes, like I'm trying to figure out what is the worst fucking story here, because the Captain Zach
They're all
thing.
bad.
Well,
They're all
I mean,
bad. It starts from LI and it goes all the way down. It's just
Bro.
like you can't. There's none that are really significantly worse than the other. They're all pretty much the same story, just with different people.
But in different, involving
Not
every
quite.
different.
Not quite. You guys forgot one, and
What?
it's my number one pick. It's my number one pick
Which
for best cancellation.
Which one?
What is it?
okay.
The Dan for Game Grumps. Fucking that one. That one didn't even last
Oh
a day.
shit! Yeah, that's
Wait.
right.
Does
That's
that
right,
involve Captain
Dan.
Zach?
No,
No.
no. This is
Oh,
about
did I
Captain Zach
forget?
at all.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. I thought that was the reason. You was
Captain
like, oh,
Zach raped fucking Dan for Game Grumps.
that'd be funny as shit. Yeah. Pulling up the minor card again. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I was like, oh, that's his fault. Sorry.
Okay. Listen. Dan from Game Grumps is a very good one. I would still say, I think out of all of these, and it's crazy, maybe it's just because it's the most recent one we covered. I still think the shit Jisu did is worse, right? Because
I do too.
It's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse. But I'm saying the cancellation is hilarious because it fucked itself over because they gave trigger warnings for shit that he didn't even do. Like grooming and pedophilia, and the accusations had nothing to do with either. You know, so that's why I think that's the best because it fucking
that's the funniest one. I'd say the best of my best, I mean the worst, is still Jisu because she's advocated for the deaths of two men who did absolutely nothing to her, and one of these men.
Sorry, I had to name drop her for that reference.
Okay, but like she's advocated for the deaths of two men. Neither of which had done anything to her, but one of those people absolutely tried to help her in every single way, shape, and form. Tried to help her, and she repaid it by pulling that shit with him. So she literally you saw the message. I don't know if you finally got a chance to see it. She literally she threatened him with it. Yeah. We played. That was in Technical's video that we watched.
Yeah,
I know. She's a fucking scumbag all the way around. But even now, after being outed, right, and having zero defense to any of it, she's still sticking by her bullshit story, which is insane to me.
What's crazy too is how she invoked somebody else who didn't even want to be involved.
She gave someone PTSD by including them in a Me Too document.
Well, I mean,
without ever even talking to them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about PTSD. This person got PTSD,
I mean,
but obviously,
she's saying that she got PTSD from
exit out on that one. But that's besides the point. She used her story without her consent, which that is wrong, and I'm sure it did cause her plenty of stress and undue stress that she didn't need. Right? Mm-hmm. It's something that she didn't ask for because of Jisu. You know what I mean? That happened to her because of Jisu.
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she did. She did go through some kind of stress or maybe had some kind of emotional breakdown over the situation. PTSD. When people say that, no, I don't buy that. But I'm sure that she went through a tough time because of her, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Yeah, that wasn't even her story to tell, right? As a person who's supposed to be this great advocate, she should know better. That's one of the golden rules, isn't it, of people who advocate, right? You're not supposed to tell somebody's story, especially not without their consent.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. She doesn't care about any of that. You know what I mean? She doesn't care about any of that. She absolutely wanted to destroy these people. She wanted to do it for her own fucking benefit. She tried to destroy someone who absolutely tried to help her out. That's like, going after Zach, right? She's trying to Me Too someone for clout that she doesn't even fucking know, right? That's fucking awful. But she also tried to destroy the life and reputation of someone that did try to help her. That's disgusting. That's
not only that, and then showed no concern, and then showed absolutely no concern for his well-being or his mental state after the fact.
With Zero's case, right? She wanted the wellness check taken down on him because it would be harmful for his non-existent victim that she made up.
Yep.
Like I don't know how fucking insane this woman is, but Joker levels of fucking crazy seems to be the case.
Oh yeah. And what victim, by the way? What victim?
Wait, by the way, we're referring to the same one that made Zero go AWOL, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was because of Jisu. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
you didn't know that?
No, yeah, I figured that's what it might be. I just wanted to be 100% sure. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, so this entire time, my man Zero was actually, innocent.
Well, the thing is,
Well,
there should be nobody who ever like sits there and feels like they cannot ask for evidence, right? And the moment someone says like you asking for evidence is harmful or it hurts victims or something like that, just assume the reason why they don't want you asking a fucking question is because they can't answer it.
Well, remember a lot of their responses, right? When you say that, well, hey, do you have any evidence or do you have anything they could prove what you're saying is true? They say, I don't owe you that. Okay, well, I don't owe you my belief that you're telling the truth. You know what I mean?
I don't owe you the benefit of the doubt to believe
I don't owe you the benefit of the doubt. I don't owe you, a default, just, okay, I believe you. No.
In fact, now I don't believe you. So you're a liar.
So really go all in, Aura.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah, you're harmful.
You're lying, man. You're crazy.
I mean,
Right,
is
go
it
ahead.
really? Is it really that hard to show proof, though? I mean, seriously.
Well,
Well,
I mean, look at what's hilarious to me is I see these people and they go like, "It's proven they presented all this evidence. And how could you refute it?" I'm like, well, first off, if you really
evidence is a fact.
Well, hold on. If you really do believe though that these people have all this strong evidence and it's fucking confirmed and shit, right? Why are you then like totally okay with them not going to the police and putting these people in fucking prison? I've never been able to get a solid answer out of fucking anyone.
You see, you think that would be a reason, but then people would probably think of the reason, yeah, we did that, they were no help. I mean, it's like, I don't believe it. It's like, no, that's sure not how it works. At least, if you go to the police first, they would at least take it seriously.
Yeah, like I'm just at the point where I see these fucking stories happen. They happen way too fucking often. There's nothing that really corroborates the majority of these fucking stories, or it's shit taken completely out of fucking context. Yeah. And you just have these like fucking moral crusaders who run around and they're willing to destroy people's fucking lives and reputations over it. I'm like, that doesn't make you a good person. It makes you fucking evil. You're fucking evil. You can justify being evil however you want to fucking justify being evil. It doesn't stop the fact that you're fucking evil.
Well, the thing is, they never stop to think about, who that might affect outside of the person that they're accusing. How that might affect, their family by extension, whether it be, parents or siblings or children, if they have children, you know what I mean? They don't think about these things. It's just like when you make those kind of accusations. No, of course not. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. I mean, they say they do. No, I'm here for the victims. I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless and look out for people. And it's just like, yeah, but you're not thinking about all the other people you're affecting, and you're doing it all based on a lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I also say like it's never going to end. It's never going to end, right? Because the moment you try to defend someone, right, who gets accused, you're going to deal with a fucking shitstorm like you've never fucking seen in your life. And it chases people away from trying to do the right thing and trying to hey, let me just make sure I've gotten this right. Let me just make sure I'm not destroying somebody who is innocent. Let me just make sure for like half a fucking second that the person I'm willing to fucking crucify actually did the things that I'm going to crucify him for.
No.
We don't.
I mean, I'm just going to say, well, with internet culture, despite these fucking allegations, everyone's just quick to pick a side. I mean, it's not a fucking allegation, but like, what is it? Tipster got into some drama the other day over the religion comment that Jalen made.
Yeah.
And immediately there were sides taken. And I was just like, this, and like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this drama's fucking stupid. I don't even know why it's a thing. And I just went and ate a muffin, and then it's like, fuck this shit,
What Orr did was he disagreed and he disavowed. And he went in. Or disagreed and he disavowed and he got a donut.
No, he said a muffin. He said a muffin. Oh,
yeah.
Muffin. My bad. I got to mix up the donut. It should have been a donut. That way you can do the 3Ds.
I'm saying stop looking at these things where people have to pick a side. You know that
it's human nature.
Not to participate. But choosing not to participate is also an option. You don't have to get involved into this shit.
That takes impulse control, though.
Well, it does, but you actually have to have the impulse control. These people fucking don't. Look, I mean, the thing is, I don't see this ever going away, only because it's so easy to just come out with a fucking claim against somebody. You'll automatically have people take your fucking side, right? And if you try to like defend the other person, go like, hey, look, this isn't strong enough evidence, so you'll just get people running in and say, why are you defending a pedophile? Why are you defending a rapist? Or do you like rape? Are you pro-rape? Oh my God. It's the dumbest, most absurd fucking statements you will ever fucking hear. And it happens over and over and over again.
That's true.
I mean, look, there's people that have already had to freaking retract a lot of the stuff just because they want to be the first to talk about it also, right?
Yeah.
You know, look at who was it? Was it Prison Mate Luke or was it Diesel Patches that had to walk back the stuff on Pyro? Both of them, right?
Luke was the.
But Prison Mate Luke had way more damages. Yeah, like Prison Mate Luke was a fucking moron because he made like, this is what he did. He made a video saying he was totally guilty. Then he had to walk it back and say he's totally innocent. Fuck that up. Then he's like, oh, well, he might be innocent, might be guilty. Fuck that up. So you know what? I'm deleting everything, and I'm never going to talk about these allegations ever again. And then he went on to talk about different allegations anyway. So fucking, you know, he's a lost cause. That's Prison Mate Luke.
No.
He
You're
stopped
right.
uploading, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Because he sucks.
Again, well, that's only until the next time he could get something wrong. It seems, right?
Dude, I don't know why he just doesn't do shit he can't get wrong. You know, I don't know unless he gets this wrong too. Like,
topics.
Why doesn't he just talk about Starburst reviews? Why doesn't he buy packs of Starburst, eat them, be like the cherry one is a little tart? You know, the cherry one is a little tart.
The problem is, it depends on which flavors are already been reviewed, though.
My favorite one is biasly the lemon, and right there, he gets dislike bombs of all hell. Like, it's all over. You know, like, you fucking loser.
My favorite one is the arsenic flavored one, but it might be the last time I'll be able to try it.
It's also called lemon,
dude.
It's gonna be my first. This will probably be my first and last time trying that flavor.
It's also known as lemon,
bro. Poor guy.
Yeah.
He needs to try
the
original flavors.
Jesus.
No, he'll be fine. He'll
bounce back.
Yeah. He'll bounce back with the best of them. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know which ones.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Having fun? You having fun, guys?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, are you not? Are you not having fun?
Oh no, I am. Actually, I'm having fun, like just talking about this, shooting shit with you guys. But like when we covered a lot of these stories, it's not the most fun thing to talk about, right? It really
Dude, this is a hassle. I remember I had a like fucking meltdown one time we were on stream. Like, I'm tired of doing research into fucking legal things per state and looking at fucking jail law and pedophilic laws and researching pedophile things.
Jesus, man, how much did you overwork Gora for?
Well, no, like we were both doing it, but like I was getting fucking sick of it. You're like, oh, like everyone's got to do their due diligence. Like, no one does this shit. No one reads this shit. Like I know things about the fucking what age of consent that I never even knew before, that I never wanted to know before, because I had to do this Carson shit. Like I remember I had a meltdown about that. Like,
man, I hope you paid Oren that $1 overtime.
Who was it that got the laws wrong for that? Was it Def Noodles? Was it about the Carson stuff or was it about the Pyro stuff? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Def Noodles, wasn't it?
Dude, I don't know. I don't remember Def Noodles throwing his hat into either. I think he did after.
Are you sure?
The fact.
I think he did one of them. I'm pretty sure he did one of them.
Probably Carson. It was probably Carson. I think it was probably Carson then.
Yeah.
Def Noodles is gone, so who cares? He got banned to the shadow realm.
He's on Instagram now.
Wait, who? Wait, who is?
Def Noodles. Def Noodles got banned off Twitter permanently.
Oh yeah, that was fucking great.
Who could have seen this?
Yeah, he got banished to the shadow realm.
Bro.
What?
No.
What?
Deplatformed.
No, look. I think it's fucking hilarious that the dude who used out fake news gets fucking deplatformed for fucking fake news. That's hilarious to me.
I just find
be
it
fucking funny to me.
Do you think somebody in like YouTube, like a higher up, like James Charles, got him like yeeted?
No,
that'd be great.
I don't. But like, here's the thing. It's hard for me to sit there and go like, well, I really don't support deplatforming. Yeah, because the thing is, he's for deplatforming other people,
That's
that's
the
true.
thing. There's certain people, of course, you can disagree with it, but it's hard to feel sorry for them, right? Because he is somebody that has advocated for deplatforming.
I'm a play by your own rules kind of guy. If you advocate for deplatform, then get deplatformed, you got exactly what you fucking wanted. Good for you. I'm not going to sit there and feel sorry for you. You got exactly what you fucking wanted. You should be happy that you got deplatformed like you want others to get deplatformed.
I have a question, Crow. What if his
News that will
argument,
most certainly
what if his
change your
argument
life?
was, I advocate for deplatforming bad people?
I think his argument should be that he's a fucking idiot. And that's it. No other statement beyond that. He just comes out and says, I'm a fucking idiot. It's like, okay, put him back on Twitter. Idiots should have Twitter.
Well, that's the problem with that statement. That statement is very vague. What is a bad person? And Def Noodles, if that's the case, then he's judge, jury, and executioner of those statements.
Def Noodles called, I think, Augie,
I've seen
John
Augie
Swan,
use the same logic, to be fair.
I'm just saying. I'm not sitting there saying flag all of his tweets are reported. I'm not that fucking guy at fucking all. I don't like seeing people to get deplatformed. I think as much bullshit as they bitch about Alex Jones, let him back on fucking social media. Holy shit, right? But and that dude says some really just insane shit, but it's also kind of funny. My thing is, if you advocate for deplatforming people and then you get deplatformed, you got exactly what you fucking wanted. I'm glad you're finally getting a taste of the shit you tried to do to other people.
Yeah.
News that will certainly change your life. The system works. I got the platforms.
I'm gonna say right now, I don't give a fuck that Def Noodles got the platform whatsoever, and I'm not fighting for him to come back.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm at on it.
Keemstar trying to fight for him to come back?
I think Keemstar made a statement that he shouldn't be deplatformed. I don't think he actually tried to get him.
Fuck Keemstar, that fucking hypocrite.
I think it was
fucking
wanted like a possible picture back, like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of thing from Def Noodles.
Probably. He's the kind of person that would use that as a kind of as a means to, hey, don't forget what I did for you.
Keemstar is pro deplatforming. He deplatformed fucking J Station. He made the hashtag deplatform J Station.
That is true. That is true. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I had forgotten about that until Aura mentioned it. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I'm like, he's a pro dude. Fucking Keemstar's a fucking doxer. Keemstar's a pro deplatformer. Keemstar's everything that the YouTubers hate. Yeah, he's everything that is.
Before it became popular.
The YouTubers fucking hate. Yes,
I would have never known that actually. What the fuck?
Dude, I've been following him since 2016, so I know.
Good thing you remember that, or I had completely forgotten about the J Station thing. That's right, he was the one.
Let me tell you something. Everything that the YouTubers fundamentally dislike, Keemstar either has done or does, and no one cares. And I don't care either, because what am I gonna do about it, right? I'm gonna eat my fucking muffin. That's what I'm gonna do. Deadass Keemstar is objectively a shit person. So fucking whatever.
Also, speaking of Def Noodles, though, I just found his Instagram, right? I find it funny. He has himself labeled as a comedian on his account.
Well, he took a class.
Yeah. Well, he is a fucking clown, so.
Yeah, and then he says on his profile, he says I'm a mix between the soup and the Kobe report. That's funny.
Well, that's what I told
I'm going to point this out right here. A lot of people are mad at Def Noodles because he's doing shit like blatantly calling people pedophiles and shit. Keemstar was doing that to James Charles before Def Noodles was doing it, and they were doing it together actually until Keemstar fucking had a bone to pick with Def Noodles, and then he changed his attitude and stopped doing it. You know what I mean? He was doing that. Him, Ethan Klein, and Def Noodles were all fucking clowning on James Charles, calling him a pedophile.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Or do that? What the fuck?
No, Nick Diori was calling him out because he wasn't cool with him at the time because he said that he killed fucking Apollo Legend. He made that bullshit claim,
Say what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on what is it, New Year's? Yeah. Keemstar shot on Augie, Boblax, and Nick Diorio, saying that they're responsible for Apollo Legend not making it because they were on Twitter instead of trying to find him. So he made some outlandish bullshit claim like that, dude. It was out of line. It was over the fucking top. So they weren't cool with him for a while. So Nick Diorio for a little bit was calling him out when Keemstar was saying shit like that, But I'm just saying, I'm not trying to fucking start anything. I'm just trying to say, Keemstar is a fucking shit person. And a lot of things that people criticize and don't like on this platform, Keemstar definitely does. and he just gets the pass. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Because
That's all I was saying.
Keemstar is a lot like DSP, as in where he's a cockroach, where he's too hard to get rid of at all. Like he can go away for a little while, and then he'll just come back.
Or you could just kiss the ring, you know.
Yeah, pretty much, or just fucking ignore it and eat a muffin. Like, you know, like, there's no fucking, like what the fuck are you gonna do, really? What are you gonna do? Are we gonna the uprising? No, this ain't the uprising. I'm just letting you all know. Just like fucking Keemstar's like fucking douchebag. So.
That's just great. I'll have a muffin too, my friend. I'll have one as well.
Yeah, dog. Let's muffin it up.
Let's muffin it up, bro.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Keemstar is full of shit. It shouldn't surprise anyone. Let me get these super chats though. Smart Alec, thank you. I just got randomly accused of being a pedo after replying to a regular show meme like 5 minutes ago on the topic of bad cancellations.
Nice. You're making it in life.
You've made the club. You've made the club. There's one more I gotta get. Zombie Fox, thank you. Just something random, but seeing Revzilla makes me want to be the polar opposite of him besides being Southern. I'm a better Southern than him. Yes, you are.
I'm a better Southern. Like, I like that.
The dynamics are very ethically challenging.
Yeah. One of the stupidest statements ever created.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, no one knows. I don't think he knows. I can literally super chat him like, what does that mean, Revzilla? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Oregon.
What a character.
Yes.
Well, Crow, do we have a next allegation person?
Are you tweeting something? Because I feel like that's what you're doing. That's usually what you do.
On the topic of Keemstar, do you want to go to Pyro next, or no?
The thing is, Pyro was last year.
Also, we're just doing 2021.
Yeah, I was say because Pyro is the reason you blew up a lot too. Was in the past year, so
yeah.
Now, look, honestly, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with you guys tonight, talking about all this old shit, and we never really ever talked about the Captain Zach story, which is insane to me. It really is.
That's a guy whose reputation, dude. That guy's like I've told you before. That's a guy whose reputation precedes him. You know, I mean, me, who, like I said, My friends would TO a lot of local Smash Brothers events, not just Smash, but FGC, and that's a guy. Yeah, that's a guy whose name, anytime he'd come up in conversation, it was never good. You know what I mean? And again, look, you can't always take you can't take rumor as gospel.
Yes,
but the thing is, when you hear a lot of stuff repeatedly, and then you hear that a lot of it's been confirmed. Oh shit! Well, I guess it was true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's unfortunate, but I mean,
but nobody ever had anything nice to say. And again, that's not to say that it's all necessarily true, but then it was true.
Yeah, it was.
It did end up being true. It did end up being true. So
Captain Zach is a piece of shit. But Captain Zach is a piece of shit.
I think everyone.
I think he finally. Well, he has, I believe, been banned from most of the major tournaments.
Yeah,
finally. After all this nonsense.
If he would, I'd be damned if they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, what's surprising is how long it actually took.
No, yeah, for real. After the ally shit, that should have happened.
That should have been it. It didn't.
It did for a little bit, but then they lifted that ban for some reason. I forgot. I think it's because of the Nairo stuff again. They'd be like, "Oh no, he's actually a victim again. Let's unlift that ban." Bro, lies. It was totally a lie again. All right. Shit. What do we do? All right. Let's just put the ban back on him.
Stop getting the Predator to go to your fucking convention. How about that?
And don't let these well, can we really call Captain Zach a predator if he's a minor?
I'm calling him a predator because he preys on kids and fucking
he does prey on people, so yeah.
Wait, how old is he?
He's of age now.
Yeah, he's a victim. Like, before all this,
Predator.
It was for the past few years. He was technically under the age, but he's the one who started all this shit. But the thing is, it was the whole legal thing of being a minor. He can't be as responsible as he would be if he was of
minors
age.
Get away with a lot of shit. Actually,
I know it's annoying. It's the same thing. Like, his thing that annoys me, right? Was when it comes to minors and stuff, they can totally lie about their age when it comes to having if they were hookable adults. And
dude, a 13-year-old kid freaking had Chris Chan believing. It was sexting with Chris Chan and having, and I don't think even sex. I think he was doing like voice
Excuse me.
He was having phone sex with
They were
Chris
having
Chan
phone
too.
sex.
the
Phone
fuck?
sex, yeah.
They were having
Yeah.
they were having phone sex, and then he freaking. And then after one of those sessions, he revealed to Christian that he is, I'm a 13-year-old boy, you sick freak. You know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Fucking God,
Yeah.
dude. What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
wrong. That's
Yeah, it's
fucked.
Bro,
malicious.
there's some
No, yeah,
evil-
but no, Captain
yeah.
Zach is most definitely a predator. He chooses people who are high-ranked players to try to sexually engage one way or another, and when he does, he extorts them for whatever he wants and gets what he wants, and then
And then
he
Me Too's them anyways.
anyway. Yeah, he is a
Yep.
predator. He picks people. Like, you know, I'm not saying in the sense he's a pedophile. I'm saying in the sense that he's a fucking menace. He picks people, preys on them, and then fucking extorts, and then fucking Me Too's them when he's done.
Yeah,
He's a
well,
fucking piece of shit.
I think that's the most important part when you say he's a predator, right? It's like people often use predator for the act is, yeah, exactly. But like the thing is, he does prey on people. He does target people.
There can be
And like
predators in
to
different
be
ways.
clear, he did sexually assault another man.
Yes, he did. In his sleep. Yeah. He's a predator. So I don't give a fuck where that gets me. I don't give a fuck, dude. He's a fucking predator. Captain Zach is a menace and a fucking predator. I heavily dislike that individual. Heavily. Strongly.
Question: if you were to ever see him in person, would you smack the shit out of him?
Yes. Yes. I could be fucking 60 years old. Yes.
I mean, honestly, I would too, because
I'll take both my
if you're a
shoes
dick like
off.
that, then yeah.
Yes, I'll take both my fucking shoes off and gong him like a fucking Raiden bell, like, you know, the
Mira,
Chinese bell.
coge, hijo de puta, coge esa mierda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cocapazo right in the fucking mouth, bro.
I just went all ghetto Hispanic on this.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I would do, dude. Fuck him, dude. And he won't even know that I've been smacked by a big, tall, brown man. Like, fucking, you know, and that's it. That's all.
Well, let's just be fair, you're not even that big, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, that's the point, you know? Like, he's a liar. So, he's a fucking lying predator.
Goddamn Vic.
I mean, have you seen this man? I'm just saying.
What, you're talking about Zach?
No, I was talking about you. I mean, compared to you, I was like, I mean, I wouldn't say you're big.
But you haven't seen me, dog. What fucking were you talking about?
But I've seen you. I remember you sent me a picture of you once, and I was like, man, this guy's skinny. I was like, yeah, you did. I was like, man, you're skinnier than I thought he'd be. Man, he looks like...
I forgot I did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very interested.
Were you grooming Vic? No.
Yeah, I guess so. Power dynamic. Vic is just a boy.
And this was all last year, right? I was at the age of 21 when this happened. So.
Oh, no.
It's hard.
Oh, no. I was 31. Oh, no. There's a 10-year age gap, power dynamic.
There it is. And there it is.
Yeah, I mean, like at this point, like when I hear people going like, you know, power dynamic and all, I get that power dynamics do exist. I'm not saying that they don't, and I do understand people can abuse them. It's just when I hear people saying, "Well, Carson abused the power," I just tell them to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like that's what I mean. I have trouble like responding to these people and like as if they have valid fucking concerns anymore because they're so full of shit. They won't actually look into any of this stuff. They just want to jump onto the fucking bandwagon. And if you're not part of their fucking crusade, you're an enemy too.
Crusade.
Well, let's be real. Let's be real about something else, right? And I'm not saying all the time, obviously, but
yes,
but
I'm
look, in
saying
most
all the
cases,
time, John.
but in
Whatever
most,
you're saying, I'm saying the opposite for you.
But look,
yes,
in
John,
most cases, in most cases, when people are aware of somebody else's status, right? Whether it be, you know, they're famous, whatever, you know, if they try to take advantage of that too. You know what I mean? And that's the part that they never want anybody to know about, but it's
Angry
pretty
Joe.
obvious.
Angry Joe.
Pretty obvious. Oh, absolutely, 100%. Angry Joe is a perfect example of that. That girl was trying to social climb off of Angry Joe, and when he looked, and that's the thing. Here's the interesting thing. In her own post, if you go back to her post, her blog post on it, at no point in time, right? At no point in time does she say, in her own words, okay, that she told Joe that she had a boyfriend. She never told Joe that until he finally confronted her about it. You know what I mean? Then she confessed to the fact that she had a boyfriend.
Real quick. Chris, JD, I'm sorry. I didn't know that we missed your super chat here. But he said, I don't know, you might not know me reference, but it was creepy as fuck and you should never do it again.
That's narrator.
Or can you- or
You should
can you
tell
do
narrator
laugh?
that.
That's narrator.
Yeah, that's the narrator.
Or do the laugh.
Whenever we do that, that's narrator. And honestly, if you heard narrator say it, you would really trust me.
I still can't
Creep the
believe
fuck
I
out.
can't remember that guy's voice.
It'd be much creepier if you actually heard narrator say it.
Flower
Because
Boy
that-
said Luke should review glues.
Yes,
Sen,
he
you have a
should.
comment on that?
Sen, I think, is an expert on that. But
I
not on
mean, he
glues,
is
not on
like
glues, not on glues, but
stuff, so you
Yeah.
know.
but knowing about his history with glues. I think
Yeah,
Sen
he
is-
will definitely be fucking apt to the task. I would say, 100%.
A lot of glue eating. A lot of glue
This
eating.
glue makes my lungs hurt. My skin is on fire.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Oh my! I don't think I could breathe.
I feel faint. I feel very faint. Call 911, chat. And
I require medical attention.
There was a point where
Jesus
he wasn't too bad. Like he was actually decent, and then he just kind of like let the fame get to his head. I think.
Like
That's
everyone
happened
does,
a
I
lot,
guess.
think.
Yeah.
I guess
That's what happened with John Swan.
he started moral grandstanding a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's what happens. Yeah. That's exactly what happens.
When he started moral grandstanding with certain cases, that's when he started getting them more wrong and fucking up. So
Yeah,
that's why you don't
that's the thing.
immediately believe the victim.
Look. Here's the thing. Here's again, and just to go back to the power dynamic argument for a moment, right? Let's be completely. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't care who dates who. I don't care if Tom Cruise dates a fan, just like I don't care if a YouTuber dates a fan. I don't give a shit. As long as no crime is being committed, okay? There's nothing, inherently criminal or illegal happening. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
You know, I hear people say online, right? And I think this is a stupid argument to make when they say, "Oh, you shouldn't be using social media platforms to date people." Like, what the fuck? What do you think fucking social media is for? Social media is for you to have relationships with people and to meet people. I'm not saying necessarily that their primary function is for dating, but that can be an aspect of social media. You know what I mean? Dude, the early days of MySpace, I can tell you this right now. When MySpace first started, everybody, okay, was using it as a fucking dating site, dude. They were using it to fucking hook up, okay? When MySpace first started, that's what majority of people that were on there were doing with it. They were using it to hook up with other people. Over time, people started, being, a little bit more conservative, I guess you could say, in their use of social media platforms, where they weren't necessarily using them for stuff like that. But again, look, if people want to use it for that, I don't give a shit. Like,
they were using
people
Craigslist for fucking prostitution.
Yeah. I mean, look, as long as you're doing everything proper, right? Like I said, you're not doing anything freaking criminal or illegal. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Also, fun fact: Facebook started Facebook dating.
What?
There you go.
As a fun fact, yeah. Speaking of social media stuff for dating, Facebook started their own dating platform for their Facebook dating.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a thing now. They basically made their own version of Tinder.
Oh, okay. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything, fucking everything.
Yeah, look, if people want to say
now in other news,
look, if
Keemstar's single, so that's cool.
Oh, Keemstar's single. What do you mean? He got divorced? He left his girlfriend?
That's what he said. He said he's single now. So
not surprising.
Rejoice.
Not surprising.
Rejoice for what?
Yeah, you can have Keemstar now. He's on the market again, ladies.
You can have Keemstar. You can have him.
The worst part is that would probably happen.
Yeah, but it's just funny. I hear a lot of people.
Wrong.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you want to know something? I still don't care. Like fucking
exactly. Like who cares? And the thing is, like, if people want to argue, it's just like, oh, that's not their primary use. Okay, but look, whatever. However you feel about it. If you don't want to, and this is what I say: if people don't want to use that stuff for that, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but again, as long as they're not doing anything criminal or illegal, it shouldn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
You know, how people interact on a personal level that's their fucking business, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, John. Yeah, John. Tell him, John. Fucking tell him.
It's dumb. It's just dumb. I just hate what's
I hate it
you
too,
know
John.
this whole hand wringing fucking pro clutching super sensitive buttersoft bitch fucking online fucking attitude that people have about shit like that. It's like get the fuck out of here, man.
John, kick his ass. Kick his ass.
Who?
Just kick his ass, John. Kick his ass.
Who are you talking about?
Don't ask questions. Just kick his ass.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck him up, Johnny. Fuck him up, Johnny. Just fucking kill him.
No.
Fucking John, kill him.
All right, so if you guys were on Tinder and you rolled the other way, who would you choose?
I'm not on Tinder.
Star or Deaf Noodles?
I'm not on Tinder. I don't want the other way. I'm not answering your
I'm not answering that question either.
No. You want to ask that question? You fucking answer it.
Probably because he's not as much of a pussy as Deaf Noodles.
No, I wouldn't pick either one of them.
He needs a real man.
Hell yeah,
dude. Real man. I pull the beard. I whip the hair back and forth in the bedroom at night, and I pull his beard to make him go choo choo. You think he does that? I think that's
oh my god.
Let's complain. I agree. I agree 100%.
Really?
What do they say?
He said, not gonna lie, Toku Twitter fucking sucks. I'm like, yeah, it does. It's pretty terrible.
It's pretty awful. Kill him, John. Johnny, kill him. Fucking kill him.
I mean, I did already.
I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to kill him. Who am I supposed to kill?
All right. Well, guys,
I have no idea.
We've been going for like 2.5 hours.
Let's go. One more hour.
I fucking can't.
John, kill him.
I fucking can't. All right, everybody.
I'll break his legs. No, I'll break his legs.
Oh, no. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in for another stream across Judgement. Oh, wait. I got something. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Also, a quick announcement though. I'll be maybe by this week or this weekend. I'll be uploading the long-awaited Pokemon battle between me and Crow, which I recorded at when we were playing at Anime Matsuri. No spoilers though. I'm just waiting for Kat to get the thumbnail done, and then I'll get it all uploaded.
Crow already told us he beat you.
Yeah, he spoiled it.
He said he may or may not be lying, so you can't fully take his word for it.
I did say that, so we.
Thanks pointing out the
we don't know. There you go, everybody. We're heading out for the.
What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face this stone. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green-looking skin, and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we want to eat babies." I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round, coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims, oh they're so good.